Talks Radio, number one. Ghana Talks Radio, number one.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Ghana Talks Radio, number one.
Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, lovely listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. It's another beautiful Thursday morning, and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. This is the news headline review. Here we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news. From business to politics, from sports to entertainment, we got you covered with the most relevant stories that matter to you every morning right here on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. I am your host, Ruth Esinam Fiagbedu, and joining me this morning on the news headline review is Miss Debbie Adoso and Miss Regina Bless. Good morning, Miss Debbie.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
The grace is sufficient.
We bless God. Miss Regina.
Yeah.
You're smiling so brightly. Is it because it's getting closer to the weekend? Because today is Thursday.
Exactly. I'm excited for the weekend.
And let me not say what producer said.
Producer, do you again?
Oh, yeah, again. Hope you slept all though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. All right. You're welcome to the news headline review. As usual, we are here to talk about the relevant stories that matter to our audience right here on the show. All right. Let's dive into the major news item for this morning. Government and development partners commit 2.9 billion Ghana cedis to boost agri-food security. The agricultural sector is set for a significant financial boost in 2025 as the government and development partners commit a combined 2.9 billion Ghana cedis to support key programs under the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. According to the 2025-2028 medium-term expenditure framework, the investments will primarily fund the flagship Feed Ghana program, along with mechanization, irrigation, livestock development, and post-harvest infrastructure projects aimed at improving food security and reducing import dependency. The financing structure shows that government resources, including internally generated funds, will contribute 1.61 billion Ghana cedis, which is 55.3%, while development partners will provide 1.3 billion Ghana cedis, which is 44.7%. Of the total allocation, which is 226.6 million Ghana cedis, is a mark for compensation of employees. 1.13 billion Ghana cedis will support goods and services, with 1.55 billion Ghana cedis set aside for capital expenditure. The funding aligns with Ghana's broader agriculture for economic transformation agenda, which prioritizes modernizing the sector boosting productivity and creating sustainable employment opportunities across the value chain. The plan includes the rollout of a national palm oil industry policy, which will support the distribution of 1.5 million oil palm seedlings to farmers. It is also to promote large-scale outgrower plantation schemes and provide incentive to expand local processing capacity. And that was it from the agric sector. Now, the government, together with development partners, is investing 2.9 billion Ghana cedis from 2025 to 2028 to strengthen agriculture and food security right here in the country. The funds will go into the Feed Ghana program, farm mechanization, irrigation, livestock development, post-harvest facilities, and other modernization projects. Over half of the money will come from government sources and the rest from development partners. Key spending areas include staff compensation, goods and services, and a major capital project. And one of the key elements of this project is the Red Gold Oil Palm Program, which will distribute about 1.5 million seedlings to farmers, promote grower plantation schemes, and encourage local palm oil processing. This goal is to reduce food imports, boost rural jobs, and promote agro-industrial transformation under Ghana's Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda. And that was it. The government is allowing some development partners to come and invest into agriculture sector, so as we reduce the dependency on food and some other items from other countries. Ms. Regina, can you share your opinion with me?
Okay, so yesterday when I was reading it, I would say I was should I say happy? And I wrote down a few things. I would say it's a good news. First off, it shows commitment to support farmers and also boost local production. We always say that in Ghana and Sheda any Ghana, but I would say because the importation of food stuffs or food items is very high. Okay. It's even higher than the things these local farmers are producing here. So if this money allocated, first off, is to boost local farmers and also aid them in a way and also help solve food importation and also secure our foods, I think it's a good thing, because it will get to a point where our food security would be an issue. Trust me, I can't remember. I wasn't born by then, but in 1983 come. Almost 1983 come. Meaning say producer Betoya. 1983 come. Yes, I come the amount for only the name say now Ejani and Sheda Niho. Yeah. So now that they've brought, we know that our farmers are really working. But first off, we need to ask ourselves, even they working, they are only working based on manpower. These people do not have the modernized infrastructure. They don't have the modernized machines they can use to produce a larger scale of goods for us. Let's take rice, for example. Rice, just a ututu tokro in keten now they emuni gugu. But when you look at the Western world, they have a machine that plows the land. After plowing the land, on one kita machine, or when it digs, it drops. When it digs, it drops. After that, when harvesting comes, it has another machine that makes sure that it harvests the things. But at the end of the day, when you come to Ghana here, we only deal with manpower. We only deal with manpower. Until Nipa no be can now yeah. So I think with this allocation of money, it would also aid them in acquiring modernized machines, and also we talked about, I think, post something. Okay. All right. So I'm not seeing it. Post harvest losses. It will build storage to reduce post-harvest. You know that most of these farmers, if they harvest this food items in large quantities, they don't even have a storage place to store all these things. At the end of the day, let's take onion for example. We know that onion, when it is not preserved well, it will get to a point where pro. I can't remember some market women, it got to, I think last year, they were crying over their onions getting spoiled because they went to either Togo or Burkina Faso to get it, and they were delayed on the road. At the end of the day, now in toast to say Jane na proper. Yeah, so with all these things is very important. So I think to make sure that this is a success, first off, they need to spend wisely, and they need to be transparent also, and also they need to support farmers with training and access to market. And also the most important thing is to fix the rural roads and infrastructure so food can move easily. Sometimes there's a community right here in Ghana, all they do is delve, or their main focus is on yam production. And at the end of the day, Byron aso, but say a bit free a corner so abano, it's very difficult. And everybody do hana Byron no buying because they go through a whole lot of stress. A quine so and you know that with these yams they come with heavy duty, they come with heavy cars, but you know that big cars can't really maneuver their way through muddy roads. A choir so they will even spoil it the more. So they need to make sure that at least they check the roads for these people.
Mr. B.
Okay, so yesterday I had this thought in mind that Ghana was the largest country, like the country leading in palm oil, because I know that palm fruit is very common in the eastern region, and I feel like palm oil is something that we make good use of it. As we use it aside the fried oil that is really imported into the country. One of the oil we use most is palm oil, but then I get to realize that we import this palm oil, and then we import like 250,000 metric tons of palm oil, and in these 250,000 metric tons, each tons we buy it at 2 billion. Each metric ton is being bought at 2 billion, and we import 250,000 metric tons of palm oil into the country. So it means that, in as much as we know that we have communities or regions that are so much into the palm oil, at the end of it all, the country does not benefit from it, because if we are importing 250,000 metric tons of palm oil, then it means that 50% of the revenue goes into that, and we import this palm oil from Indonesia, Ivory Coast, and other countries. There are 3 African countries that we import this palm oil from: Indonesia, Ivory Coast, and one country that escaped me. That is where we import our palm oil from. And then imagine, as I said, 250,000 metric tons of palm oil being imported, and we pay 2 billion. And then what are we saving? Nothing.
That's a lot of
So
money.
I was happy when I saw yesterday there is a Western Regional House of Chiefs coming to say that they are giving the government a plot, an acres of land, so they can grow palm fruit on it, and it's going to benefit we the citizens in this country. So I'm very happy that the government is focusing much on agriculture, because we depend on agriculture for survival. Yes, I'm not saying that other way they are not necessary.
The other sectors
are not necessary, but agriculture is necessary. Can you see the whole day without eating? No, you can't sit the whole day without eating. And this food comes from where? They come from the agri sector. So we have to focus on it. We have to focus on things that we feel like is going to generate more revenue. Things that we feel like other countries consume it the more. Palm oil. Nigerians like this. Nigeria, our co-neighbor.
Yeah.
They use palm oil for literally everything. I've been following them on social media. Jollof. Have you eaten palm oil jollof before?
Oh yeah, I have.
How does it taste?
Oh, it's nice,
right?
Yeah.
So they use palm oil in preparing jollof. They even say they use what they call akara.
Akara.
They use palm oil in frying it.
Really?
Yes. They use palm oil in doing literally everything. So imagine Ghana being the hub of producing palm oil, and then we have other countries importing from us. Just like the way we are the second largest country in exporting cocoa. It means we are going to generate a lot of revenue. The money we are gathering is not going to be pushed into only import, but then it's going to stay in the country. Because I believe that much of the revenues we gain is being directed into import. We import almost everything. Now, palm oil, we still import. And as I said, up to yesterday, I had no idea that we import 250,000 of metric tons of palm oil.
Yeah.
Akuko force here imported.
Yeah.
Everything we import. It's sad. So if the government is focusing on agriculture, pumping money into agriculture, and making sure that it's going to stand, and then we are going to generate revenue from it, and as well as going to consume what we produce here, then it's nice. Because government Ghana produced only 50 tons of 50,000 tons of palm oil, which is nowhere near the one we import from other countries. And it means that it's doing us more harm than good. So the best thing is what they just did. They invest into agriculture. They make it look creative and enticing for the youth to. Hey, ginger, papa. I will dive into that one day, because there is more money in that, and it's not only about more money, but it's going to help us. We eat every day. We eat, and if 50% of what we eat is being imported, then it means we are doing ourselves more harm than good.
More harm than good.
Yes. So with that, it's good.
Yeah, but you see, agriculture we know is actually the backbone of Ghana.
It is.
And looking at giving these investors or these partners almost like 45% to come and invest into agriculture sector, what if their priorities also shift? Don't you think it's going to be like a huge burden on we Ghanaians, looking at the amount of money they're actually investing into? Why do we have to rely so much by giving them such a large percentage to invest into the agriculture sector? I don't know if you get me.
I understand what you are saying.
Right.
It's not going to affect us in any way. And I believe before someone comes to invest, you put out you lay out your conditions. These are what we are supposed to do. And I believe it's not only one investor that is going to invest in that. We have a lot of investors that are going to invest, and I believe they also have a share, because you're not just going to invest for investing sake because I feel like I want to invest. No, I'm investing because maybe in the near 80 years, if Ghana becomes the hub of producing palm oil to almost all African countries, then it means I also have a share in that. I'll be benefiting from it. But I'm not sure they are going to hold bigger share from we. Although they are investing much into the agriculture sector, but I'm not sure it's going to affect us. If it is going to affect us, I'm not sure. Like they've already laid out their plans, and they know in a way it's going to help us. If not, then I'm not sure they are going to allow these investors to invest such huge sum of money into the agriculture sector. No. In a way, it's going to help us. They have their share, but I'm not sure their share will be more than what we have. Yeah, we have.
We have as a country.
Yes, and I'm sure it's not going to be like in a way of. I don't want to dive into the second cocoa side. See, Rebecca was it?
No.
Oh, it's not what?
No.
Really? Because I saw something this morning where someone is calling on the government that we mine cocoa, but it's like we gain only 5% on it, which means that people who actually help us in maybe getting this cocoa, selling it out, we mine cocoa here, but I'm told that we mine gold. Sorry, we mine gold. I'm sorry.
And you kept saying cocoa.
Sorry.
Then I think
gold.
we have a topic like that.
We have a topic like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So with what you are saying, I'm not sure it's going to affect us as a country. They have their share, but their share is not going to be more than us.
But Ms. Regina, do you think that a time will ever come for us to stop depending on other countries for food produce and then all of that?
I would say when it comes to my own personal view, I think at that time wouldn't be here, or it's not anywhere near
It's not
Kra.
anywhere near.
No, they would continue. See, even they should produce whatever these people are producing. At the end of the day, they would still import, because the notion has always been there that the imported goods always have quality, they are durable than what is produced right here in our own country. So sometimes I feel like it's up to the government and to put in strategic measures to make sure that they oversee to all this importation. If they are supposed to seize things, they are supposed to seize it. Like any kind of measure mube take it to make sure that it is stopped, they need to do it.
They need to do
and
it.
also I think that with this food importation of a thing, it is high time they educate the public on it, because sometimes I saw a video on TikTok where this person deals with importation. So whatever good you have, you just send it to the person. So this is what I want. Then the person would import it and bring it. And I nipa ni import a chicken. Like yanya de daw if you China or man yomo de spicy nyama to hone she da na can put nylon rubber mu, and it was sealed, and it's according to the person nipa ni sa de ne bon, and see the whoever ordered it is going straight into the trash. They're not bringing out. Say akoko. Why would you even import akoko that has already been spiced? You know this Chinese people.
Yeah.
When you go to their convenience shop, they have everything laid out.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you even import this thing? You can even do it in your own home. So I don't think a time will come where they will stop this. So they would continue depending on these people. And I don't know, maybe I to take deliverance. I don't know.
That's gonna take a long
But
time.
investment, someone investing into your project, it's not as if you are borrowing money from someone.
No. It's not like you are borrowing
Yes,
money.
and we know that the government cannot do it alone. The government always work in hand with investors. That is why all the time we say that the government should lay out enticing initiative policies that will attract investors, because they play part in the growth of the economy. So it is something that is there. It's not as if we are so much dependent on these investors, but they are supposed to help us. An investor coming to help you, you are not borrowing money from and he is the one that will sell you out. Imagine this succeed and then he gains something profitable. He sells you out to other investors in other countries. That is why we have ambassadors representing all, even Western world. We have ambassadors of that countries representing in the country, and we have ours also there. Why? Because we want to build a corporate relation with them, so that it can help us develop, not only have a relationship, but in terms of development and everything. They don't just go there and then they see what is going on. No, they are there to talk to people, partner with people that can help the country develop. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for that beautiful submission. Moving on to our next news item. DVLA poorly executing core mandate, fueling road crashes. Engineer and policy analyst Kosi Dede has criticized the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority for what he described as its failure to properly train drivers and ensure vehicle roadworthiness, contributing to Ghana's rising road accidents. Mr. Dede said the DVLA's two core mandate, determining who is qualified to drive and which vehicles are fit for the road, are being poorly executed. He mentioned, in terms of driver training and assessment, it is very minimal. You talk to people who have held a driver's license for years and they do not know simple lane markings. Not many drivers are even aware of LI 2180, the road regulation in Ghana. So what are we teaching our people in the driving school? He asks. On vehicle inspection, Mr. Dede said reforms introduced in 2012 to allow private facilities to handle inspections have failed to improve safety. Most of them no longer test vehicles. They simply collect DVLA forms, stamp them, and issue stickers, he alleged. He argued that the National Road Safety Authority often intervenes too late, likening its role to coming in after the horses have bolted. The National Road Safety Authority only plays a catch-up role because we are realizing more and more unqualified people onto our roads as drivers, Mr. Dede stressed. So this policy analyst, Kusi Dede, is actually accusing the DVLA of failing to proper carry out its core duties, that is ensuring drivers are qualified and vehicles which are roadworthy, which are supposed to be on the roads. He says driver training is inadequate, with many license holders unaware of basic traffic rules like lane markings or even the road regulations. On vehicle inspection, he claims that the 2012 reforms allowing private inspection facilities have failed the government woefully, and as many skip proper checks and simple issue stickers. He also criticized the National Road Safety Authority for reacting too late to safety problems, allowing unqualified drivers and unsafe vehicles onto our roads. I think in a way I agree with this news article, because looking at the rate at which we are having accident cases, left alone the beginning of this year from January to just this month, the number of road accidents that has been recorded, sometimes you ask yourself if it's a spiritual attack or if maybe the driver was sleeping or he has been possessed or what, because I feel like the DVLA is not doing much. In as much as they are working so hard, their best is not enough. Because right now, if you are going for a driver's license, it's connection. Or even sometimes Go Boys. You go once you have the license and then you are good to go. Miss Regina, this is what policy analyst Mr. Dede is saying, that the DVLA, they are not doing their job well. They are failing their mandate, which is giving qualified drivers the license and inspection of cars. They don't even inspect your vehicles. They don't even get to even test you or maybe find out if you are qualified to be on the road or to be called a driver. These are all some of the issues he raised. What can you say about that?
Okay. So, should I say core mandate of the DVLA is to make sure that they oversee to all operations on roads, from inspection of documents, from inspection of vehicles and all that. And first off, let's look at training and licensing integrity. We know that as a driver, or before you even start driving on the roads of Ghana, you need to go through qualified and enough training. And also, even before this license is being given to you, you have to, in as much as work or driving school, you provide your documents. Say driving school NAMPA, this is the certificate you were given. It shouldn't only be based on that certificate, but rather with this licensing integrity we are talking about now, it's not about that anymore, but it's about the bribe they are taking. Because I wouldn't want to go through the stress of that, so I'll just pay you off, or I'll just pay you off, then you just give me the license. But before you are being given that license, they need to make sure that they even give you a vehicle. They need to test your driving skills. You need to take an exams. Then lastly, your eye tests. But sometimes these drivers skip it. But sometimes someone has an eye problem. Obi or eye problem, na odi chika, which can cause an accident. They don't overlook all these things. They just wake up. We were here when one teenager caused an accident to the point where people's life were at stake. They died. First off, that person is underage. It's not qualified. Only 2 minutes of But I would say Ghana has become a country where everything can happen. we have the law, but for the law to be enforced is a problem. So they need to make sure, if they want to solve all these things, first off, you need to make sure that these people are really qualified. And they also need to check these driving schools. Because from what I know, when you are driving and you get to a zebra cross and someone is there, set traffic light that you need to stop for the person to pass.
Exactly.
Yesterday when we went there, you see zebra crossing into speed or neighbor. If you are driving as a driver and the traffic light is not working, and your other colleague who is also a driver is driving and signals you to stop, you need to stop for whatever issue that is happening to bypass. But now it's not like that. Sometimes who driver say driver for the car chino or no so per kwan so the or no so per kwan the ne car ni be chisa driver no. And all this, I don't believe that these are the things that are being taught in driving schools. So they also need to look into driving schools. They need to make sure that they give out, accreditation for these driving schools to make sure that, oh yes, this is the kind of driving school you need to attend. It shouldn't just be like any school just like that. So they also need to check the driving schools, the licenses, authorization, and also they need to make sure that the tests that are being admitted out to these people, everyone follows it. This shouldn't be an issue of protocol. And also, enforcement and equipment maintenance. The last time I was in a vehicle and the policeman a driver no, because now in the vehicle no, I dada. And it was like, why don't you go for maintenance? And the maintenance you are talking about, first off, with your car tires, with your test, you can't say brake. From what I know, I learned that this DVLA they have testing machines to especially to test your brakes and all that. Now you don't see that on the road. The only thing these people are doing is taking money from these drivers. Omojo card now, money is already in. Then they give your card to you, then they go their way. So all these rickety cars on the roads, they are at fault. You are not even supposed to be on the road at the first place because your car is not good. But now, no. To me, Ghana, big car. Now you tuna peja, na itina conform.
They don't inspect
They
all
don't
of this
inspect.
again.
They don't.
Like they don't.
Me say who could now come so kofa tro kra. Can't tro na achian.
But it's still on
With
the
sugar.
road. And people are in it. They will die before you come and say, oh.
Oh, the last time I took a church, I had to alight. I said, driver, Messi.
Because
When you enter the car, it's so choked. The vehicle ankasan is and I meaning omo manufacturer can meaning said omo ye car no. Emu ye so choked. Oh, just say me me height. Now as I come me say maybe your mom musu san na be ya mamu. But the car was so choked. I had to alight. Just imagine, Pengo say accident. You wouldn't find anywhere to pass. Because you all be struggling to come out. Well, you'll be choked. In fact, you will die. So they need to make sure, in fact, we will say this DVLA, they are contributing factors to accidents going on. Because some people are not supposed to be driving. They are still driving. Or driving. If it was not good, if it was not needed, they wouldn't have included eye test in driving. It sounds like that was why they included it. And they need to make sure that whatever protocol they have brought out, whatever protocol they have outlined, they need to follow suit. They need to make sure that they follow each and every one of them. This is not a time for bribery. So be ban up person bribe one so person they katashi in your documents and make sure that that person is arrested. Because now lives are at stake. Just within August, the number of accidents are ACC.
Yeah.
Yank a fencing. But the number of people who have died and the number of people who have been involved in accidents and the injuries they've sustained, So DVLA, they are the main, you can say, they are the center for all these things. We pass through them before you can hit the road. Unregistered vehicles, documents that are expired, they are still on the road. And at the end of the day, the only thing these people are interested in is money.
Is money. Miss Debbie.
Yeah, so the DVLA has failed big time. Yes, and 90% we will blame them for the cause of what we see of late on our roads. The unexpected crashes, the bad vehicles we see on our road, they are the cause. Because as normal as it is, we all know they issue licenses, they ensure maintenance of the vehicle, they even have records of vehicle that has already been registered, and they have the mandate to go through all those data they've taken, make a thorough checkups on this vehicle, and ensure that they are in its proper state. Because the vehicle, as it is, carries humans, not animals.
Not animals.
For crying out loud. And some of these church of vehicles, me and Kofaka, this Tata bus.
You could actually see that some cars don't even deserve to be on the road, but they are on the road.
That was that same Tata bus that got fire at Anya Market here.
Yeah. I saw that vehicle. And when the vehicle was coming, a pussy. So when I got to market, the car was on fire. I was like, hey, so people were on board.
No, this was a lucky time. It was only the driver, and I think the people alighted before it started.
Hey.
The driver in the midst. See, we are saying this and we are laughing, but it is not funny.
It's serious.
It's not funny. You remember when we were going for, was it reporting at Isawa? Pokasi Isawa, the vehicle we took, the seat, a Tomusane Yedi for us. Like, I said, I look at this and can't in channel. I said, I won't say every vehicle, the metal in it has a foam. Foam and they plywood. And they are sharing. What is that? You are taking money. Now these drivers, they've come up with a plan because they've reduced price. It's in the pan or Kokaswa streets on Kokaswa or basically barrier. No, Asafa more barrier and they are Kokaswa no another fare. You take money every day more than what you're supposed to take. And then you don't maintain, they don't maintain anything. Every time the only thing they say is that they've been buying spare parts. I hear no motor spare parts, no. They don't buy it. Because everything about the vehicle is a death trap. Everything is a death trap. And it goes to a time where I sit in a vehicle before, maybe I will be so they have to use wire to connect something.
Sometimes
It's serious. So I think it's high time the DVLA takes this and
DVLA,
then do proper inspection. All those cars should be off the road.
They are sleeping.
You see with the seat you are talking about, foam no etu. Echameda, mesre home. I even go home before my mom was like, what's that red thing? Made me suffer her moja. Seat no. I thought that it say na I hate to na honey na that dear is showing.
What happened to your dress the last time?
It's sad.
Oh,
my dress got torn.
It got torn.
I'm not wearing it any longer.
It got torn because not that dear na on the seat that they be na one side.
Just imagine
it's hold on the dress and then
so please the DVLA is not all about giving people license.
It is not. That is what
all of this actually counts as well.
That is what they are interested. And I think the DVLA also issue permit for these private institutions that teaches people how to drive.
Yes,
they do. And your private institution, you are supposed to give them the permit because most of them they only teach you how to drive. They don't teach you certain signs on the road.
Exactly.
Even in schools, they taught us if you see that red sign there on the road, it means something. As a vehicle, if your vehicle got spot in the middle of the road, there are certain things you're supposed to put on the road. They don't do it. Some of them some will use stone. What is that? What is that? They are killing people. Like, we should forget about the bad road though. The bad road is there. But if you're a very good driver, the bad road will be there. You still maneuver your way through.
Exactly.
But it's because they don't pay attention to these things, and the DVLA corrupt officials in Kwanaya corrupt.
Because I learned even if you are even taking your license, you're supposed to write a test before you take your license. But some people don't even write a test; they just give them the license like that, which is very bad. This is someone going to have people's lives in their hands. As a matter of fact, they are drivers and the life of the passengers are in their hands.
Oh yes.
Then we are being so reluctant
They
about
are.
this whole process.
They will account for it one day.
So
They will.
DVLA, you have a missed call, please answer to that call, and then I think they are also a contributing factor to all these road crashes we are having. Some drivers are not qualified to be on the.
They don't.
They are not qualified to be drivers.
No.
And some cars
No.
are not even qualified
Qualified
to be on the
to
road.
be on the road.
Proper inspection and then,
Tata bus.
Oh,
That
come
bus now came. It was in those times. They say I'm winning fuel.
so
And
please.
the vehicles, it's not as if say the place they've bought it. Some time ago, some people were discussing it in the vehicle that when they import the vehicles into the country, they send it to then they add more seat to it.
I see.
And then we get so choked in the vehicle, and then the driver will be speeding as if say one go school beer. And then you see passengers shouting, "Hey driver, what is what is that?"
All right.
So they need to be
Held accountable.
Accountable.
So the DVLA need to be held accountable. Thank you so much for joining us on the news headline review. Up next, we have the Beige Girl.
to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. An Accra Circuit Court has granted bail to TikTok personality Prince Ofori, known as Fanti Comedy, in a sum of 100,000, with 3 sureties. 2 of the sureties must be gainfully employed, according to the court's ruling. As part of the bail conditions, the suspect is required to submit his passport to the police until the court determines otherwise. Fanti Comedy was arrested on Tuesday, August 12, together with 2 others in connection with allegation of issuing a death threat and publishing false news linked to the August seat helicopter crash. So the arrest forms part of ongoing investigations by the Ghana Police Service and other security agencies following the heightened public discourse and misinformation surrounding the incident. The case was heard in court, where the accused pleaded for bail through his counsel. Presiding over the case, the judge granted with stipulated conditions and adjourned proceedings to August 25th, where the accused is expected to reappear. When I saw this yesterday, I was not happy. These are people who took their phone, bought data, and the only educative information they can put out there is to threat the life of our president, is to paint a different picture about the incident that got the whole country devastated. Last week, Wednesday, yesterday was exactly 1 week when we had that very bad news. In fact, our day was messed up. And as the families of these deceased are trying their possible best to recover from the trauma, you took your phone, bought data, and then threatened the life of the president. And the only thing you can say was that the president deserved to be in that sack, not the people in the helicopter. And that President Mahama would die. Yes, Sami Jemfi is supposed to die. They don't see any reason why he should be alive. See, if you are talking about someone who practices witchcraft or someone who is a wizard, it's not what we see on television with long nails, chanting and doing stuff. No. Sometimes your behavior even depicts you as a witch. Your behavior depicts you as a wizard. You don't need to go and buy egg and be chanting for people to see that you're a witch. No. As a citizen, who gave you that audacity? Freedom of speech, yes, we know. But does that mean that you should crossed more than they are supposed to do. What we saw was very bad. And a woman among them, you're a mother. A mother. If someone should say such thing concerning your son, will you be happy? As a mother, will you be happy? You should be the one even educating these people and telling them that what they are doing is a wrong thing. I was expecting these people to be jailed. This one, they don't deserve to be granted bail. No. These people are supposed to be jailed with hard labor. Even if I was saying that even if it is 1 week or 1 month, hard labor. When they are being released, they will know how to communicate. In fact, I'm not sure they'll even be on social media. But you are granting these people bail. Why will you grant them a bail? Why? I don't understand. They were arrested and then that day you have granted the person bail and you still adjourn the case to appear on 25th August. Why? It's sad. And that is the beginning of what we have been seeing. Cases go to court, they keep adjourning till you, the one following the case, you lose interest and then it ends there. And that is why we have fueled and energized these people to speak on big platforms, insult leaders, insult political leaders, and they feel it's okay. And this didn't start within this term of the president. It started way back during the previous administration. I remember when 3 SHS students or 4 SHS students insulted President Akufo-Addo, insulted her mother, insulted him, said all manner of things. And I can't remember that in fact, they expelled them from school. And then I saw a video where they came out pleading with the president, calling on the education minister to come and intervene, and that they don't know what they were doing. They were doing this for Trent. Look at this. Wait. Look at all this. And these people are following the steps of the so-called people we call leaders. After these incidents, I've seen a lot of people, political officials, saying that the way in which these people were arrested was bad. And I was like, a whole political respected official sit on a national television. And then you say this, that they were arrested in a Rambo style. What is that? You are actually encouraging these people to do more. Is that how our politics have got into politics? Now, did you team up, but we don't think properly. In fact, we don't think properly at all. We think out of the box. And that is why anybody at all, these people that have spoken, that have threatened the life of President Mahama, let's go and do a background research. And let's see whether they've acquired quarter of what President Mahama and his family has acquired. Freedom of speech, Ghana, we are abusing it. It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. The people you sit down, insult them because you believe you are entitled to a particular political party. When they are arrested, we will see whether they will bring you food in the prison there to eat. Even with this one that they've granted him bail, whether it is his own money, whether someone came to pay it for him, I don't really know. But when you get in there, we will see whether the party you claim to be a faithful foot soldier of that party, and so you can mess and fool about. When you get in there and you are being tortured, we will see whether they will come in there to plead on your behalf. It's about time we start using people as an scapegoat. These people, they don't deserve to be granted bail. No. If we grant them bail, then it means that we are setting a pace for others to follow. Former IGP, don't worry. You are not more occupying your position, but this morning I salute you, because when this man was appointed as an IGP, this thing was quite rampant, but he brought a stop to it. He warned them, and it wasn't so rampant. So to the current IGP, Mr. Tete Yohonu, please, there is a lot to do. There is a lot to do. It's becoming unbecoming. And because we trend on negative issues, trend on negative topics. I can just pick my phone, start insulting people, and within a twinkle of an eye, I'll get like 1,000 millions of followers, 1,000 millions of likes. People keep sharing. Why do you want to trend on a negative path? You want to trend at the expense of someone's pain. We are humans, so we are humans. We should be in the shoes of the president and see how it feels like. Losing 8 people you have assigned, not for your personal gain, but for the gain of the country, and then they lost their life. Just imagine the kind of trauma he's going through. And then you sit on your in fact, not only them, all those acclaimed men of God, everybody should be silenced. Everybody should be silenced. It's becoming too much. Why? And because we don't arrest you, so you feel like, yes, and then you get away with it. Please arrest them. Don't grant them bail. They shouldn't be granted a bail. Even if they'll be granted a bail, they should go in there, have a feel of what it takes to be in there. It's a little spicy torture. Then when you come out, even if they are talking about sensitive matters, when they ask you, be like, because you know what you've experienced there. So we put things in order and hold these people by their horns. It is not going to stop. Please, these people do not need to be bailed. They need to be jailed. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Girl.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that. Girl, they need to be jailed, not bailed. All right, today in history with Miss Regina Bless.
Today in history, French intelligence agents capture terrorist Ramis Sanchez. He is also known as Carlos the Jackal. He is a Venezuelan convict who conducted a series of assassination and terrorist bombings from 1973 to 1985. For many years, he was among the most wanted international fugitives. He was ultimately captured by extrajudicial means in Sudan and transferred to France, where he was convicted of multiple crimes and is currently serving 3 life sentences in France. A daughter poisons her father. Francis Blandy falls into a coma and dies in his home outside London, England. Later that night, Blandy's daughter Mary offered one of the family's servants a large sum of money to help her get to France immediately. Mary was forced to flee on her own when he refused, but she was chased down and caught by neighbors who had heard that Blandy had been poisoned. China did declare war on Germany during World War I. This declaration marked the end of China's neutrality in the conflict. China's decision was influenced by a desire to regain control over the Shantung Peninsula and to secure a place at the post-war bargaining table. Japan's surrender made public. Japanese radio announced that an imperial proclamation was soon to be made, accepting the terms of unconditional surrender drawn up at the Potsdam Conference. That proclamation had already been recorded by the emperor. The news did not go over well, as more than 1,000 Japanese soldiers stormed the imperial palace in an attempt to find the proclamation and prevent its being transmitted to the Allies. Soldiers still loyal to the emperor repulsed the attackers. At the White House, U.S. President Harry S. Truman relayed the news to the American people. Celebrations broke out in Washington, D.C. and across the country. Looking at some observances. Military Marriage Day is dedicated to honoring the commitment, sacrifice, and resilience of military couples. It recognizes the unique challenges and bonds forged within military marriages, whether active duty, reserve, or veteran. The day aims to strengthen those relationships by providing resources, events, and a supportive community. National Financial Awareness Day is a day set aside to help everyone understand how to manage their finances better, save for the future, and make wise money choices. Whether you are a kid or an adult, financial literacy is super important. Knowing the basics can help you handle expenses better and achieve your financial goals. National Tattoo Removal Day. The day highlights the changing perspectives on tattoos and the freedom that tattoo removal offers. It is a day to celebrate individual expression and the choice to remove tattoos, emphasizing that they don't have to be permanent. It is also a day to recognize the laser tattoo removal community and the practitioners who drive the industry forward. Lastly, World Lizard Day is created to raise awareness about lizards and promote their conservation. We encourage all to learn more about these often overlooked reptiles, to see the crucial role they play in our ecosystems, and learn about the great diversity of lizard species. And that's all for today on Today in History and Observances, live on Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina, for Today in History and some observances. And thank you so much for joining us on the news headline review and the first segment. But before we go, Miss Regina have a short something to do, right?
Yeah.
Over to you.
Thank you very much. So I'd like to take this opportunity to wish my very good friend Michael Kofi Avoyi, but I call him baby, yes, because he's my baby. He has been a very good friend to me in diverse ways. Should I say he's a sweet person? Yeah, he's a very sweet person, and he's also my sugar daddy. Yeah. So a happy birthday to you, Michael Avoyi. So today we celebrate the amazing person that you are. Your life is a testimony to God's grace and also of God's grace, and your work with him at Charis Christian Family Chapel continues to inspire those around you. May this new year bring you greater joy, divine favor, overflowing blessings, and open doors beyond your imagination. Keep shining your light for Christ. Love you, my dear friend. Have a truly beautiful day. Mwah.
Hey. This early morning, someone's breakfast is wow. Happy birthday to you once again. All right. Thank you so much, our lovely audience, for doing the listening. We wouldn't be here without you. And thank you for joining us on the news headline review Today in History and Debbie's Girl. We are super grateful. We'll be going in for the news shortly. Please stick and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, and I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fit spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen. About your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good morning and welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, MPP apologizes to NDC for inflammatory comment on helicopter crash. In related news, the Ghana Armed Forces explains use of SACs in helicopter crash victims. Baumia pledges to empower youth with innovative ideas. IGP initiates construction of the state-of-the-art police hospital. These and many more coming up shortly. General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong Kodia, has extended an apology to the NDC and President John Mahama for inflammatory social media comment. He condemned the remarks, describing them as unfortunate and condemnable to the values of the New Patriotic Party. He argues such comment threatens democracy, while urging party supporters to refrain from insensitive remarks. He also denounced the politicization of event involving 8 loss of life in the helicopter crash.
Half of the New Patriotic Party, and more so the team that came with me to this office, we are overwhelmed with your warm reception to our team. I think this is the first time New Patriotic Party has come to your office, and it's rather unfortunate that we didn't come at a good time, but it should also mark the beginning of a friendly and cordial relationship between the NDC and the New Patriotic Party. Indeed, there are certain comments that are made by what we refer to as food soldiers, or people who are not even closer to the leadership of the party. But sometimes it is important when such unfortunate, condemnable statements are made, both divide, the leadership comes out to distance ourselves from it and also to let them know that is not the trait of our party. After these incidents, we will admit here that certain comments, even from NDC and MPP, some are claiming MPP are behind all these things, and some are also saying that they were even expecting some other people to have died. These things are not healthy for our democracy, and death is something that even your worst enemy, you shouldn't even wish death for your enemy. So, Mr. Chairman, if anything came from our side, I want to, on behalf of our party, apologize to the NDC and through you to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. It is not the position of the New Patriotic Party, and will never condone such activity from anyone who makes those comments.
You heard from Justin Frimpong Kodia, General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Chief of Defense, Lieutenant General William Sejapon, has clarified the Ghana Armed Forces handling of the August 6th helicopter crash recovery. This was after SACs were used to transport the remains of the fallen gallant 8 heroes.
The medical team was also following up with everything that they needed just in case there were survivors. At the team site, our personnel did whatever they will do. was getting very late. The place had been sealed off. And I'll not use the word cordon off because we didn't even know the extent to which the wreckage had dispersed. As I speak today, every day the personnel on the ground keep expanding the search because we don't know exactly where all the wreckage, the bits and parts of the aircraft might be. Let me just run it up by saying that we had to do the recovery effort with the available and appropriate material we have on the ground. We had some body bags at the scene, but the remains were so heated that it was not conducive for the bags to be used. It was in a thick forest, it was getting late. We had the option of leaving our remains there till the following day, and we know what could have happened to the bodies. So the team that was up there assessing the situation decided to use available material they could lay hands on to start to descend the high ground. At the foot of the hill, they met the medical team, and with the body bags that they had, some of which have been also sent from Anglo Gold Ashanti, they kept our fallen heroes in those bags decently. They kept them in ambulances and sent them to Kumasi, where they were kept in coffins and draped in national colors, befitting their status as patriots of this country. Subsequently, we moved them to Accra, and you saw the kind of reception that was arranged for them back in Accra. Let me say that all these things were done hurriedly. So there might have been some mistakes. In the morning when the aircraft was taking off, nobody expected any such disaster. But from the crash to Accra, it's possible, likely, that some things might have been done that were not in conformity with our culture. But I must tell you that those who are on the ground assess the situation, and from where I stand and looking back, I think that they did the best with the resources that they had at hand.
Presidential hopeful of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia, has expressed gratitude to the party's youth organizers for picking up nomination forms on his behalf. This was after over 400 youth organizers converged at the New Patriotic Party headquarters in Accra. He also stressed on the coming up with ideas, emphasizing his commitment addressing their concern.
490 out of 552 came to me and requested, the leadership came and requested that they wanted to put their widows' minds together and pick my forms for me. I agreed because that was a remarkable vote of confidence in me. And this morning, they have fulfilled that promise they made. And they have picked the forms from the headquarters and have delivered the forms to me today. The youth are a major asset for our party. They represent the future, and they are an asset not only for the party but for the nation. And I want to thank them for this major vote of confidence. I want to say that I am minded to contest follow the flag bearership.
National Chairman of the NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, has asserted the party will not be swayed by prophecies predicting calamities. According to him, the National Democratic Congress will focus only on making decisions to restore and transform the country.
So I'm urging the chiefs and the Williams, even as we find answers in foreign religions, you've all heard about various prophecies, some of them claiming to play the role of God. So, and some threatening our leadership, that more calamities are on the way to happen unless certain things are done. My belief is that what will happen will happen. And we are not going to be cowed away from taking necessary decisions that will restore this country. And I know the way our chiefs are rallying around His Excellency the President, I know he will continue to be emboldened to take the right decisions that will reset this country, whether there are prophecies or no prophecies. And I want to urge all of us to use this moment as a solemn occasion to find out what went wrong. I want to urge our chiefs and traditional rulers that there is nothing shameful about our culture. Let us do honor to our culture. If as an individual you convert to any other religion, you have your freedom to practice your religion. This is the land of Ghana.
The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Tete Yohonu, has cut sword for the construction of a new ward complex at the police hospital in Accra. This project aims to provide a dedicated and comfortable space for police personnel and retired officers requiring medical care. He expressed optimism that the completion of the ward will enhance the health of officers. The police administration is initiating the project with available resources and appealing to corporate institutions to support the initiative.
We once visited this hospital to visit one of our colleagues on admission. And when we look at the space where our officers, but when they are not well, when they lie down at the hospital, we realize that there is a need to increase space. At least because sometimes when you get a comfortable space, is another healing power. And so just after that, former members decided to stop over here. And then we saw this space that we have over here. And we said, why can't we as a police service also do something for ourselves? As if it was a joke. We called in the medical director, can you give us space? He said, yes, all this space is for you. Then let's start something. We want a place for our men. We want a space for our families. And we want a space for not only those who are in active service, but those when they retire from service. Because we realize that even in active service, you can be able to get strength and more resources to attend other hospitals. But when you retire, That is the degrading process of the human race. And that is where it becomes very difficult to be able to take care of yourself and your families along the line. So we have dreamt that, why don't we do something? As our new proposed hospital is still on standstill, we have to do something in a very small way to keep our families running. So as a management board, with the support of the police staff, the police hospital staff, headed by the medical director, we've all agreed that we have to do something on this.
In business, the Member of Parliament for Salaga South, Hajia Zuwaira Mohammed, has reaffirmed her commitment to agricultural development in the constituency by distributing 650 bags of fertilizer to local farmers. The intervention, arriving at a critical point in the farming season, is aimed at improving crop yields, strengthening food security, and empowering the hardworking men and women whose livelihoods relied on agriculture. At a brief ceremony before the distribution, the Municipal Chief Executive Kasim Yazid, representing the Member of Parliament, underscored the significance of the gesture. He noted that agriculture remains the backbone of Salaga South economy and stressed that empowering farmers is key to job creation, poverty reduction, and sustainable development. He further disclosed that in line with the Member of Parliament's instructions, the fertilizers will be distributed evenly across all 6 wards, Salaga, Pembe, Kafaba, Konkomba, and Abromasi, to ensure fair and inclusive access. The initiative has drawn praise from both beneficiaries and community members, who commended the Member of Parliament's proactive approach and transparent distribution process. One of the beneficiaries, Mahama Musa, lauded the Member of Parliament's consistent support, not only in agriculture but also in education, health, and infrastructure. He described her as a leader who understands the challenges of a constituent and takes decisive action to address them. The fertilizer support program forms part of Hajia Zuwaira's broader agenda to enhance agricultural productivity and position Salaga South as a hub for quality crop production in the region. To sports, Ghana midfielder Mohamed Kudus made his competitive debut for Tottenham Hotspur in London. Clubs lost to Paris Saint-Germain on penalties in the UEFA Super Cup. The Tottenham Hotspur drew 2-2 with the French league champions at the regulation time, but fell short in the penalty shootout to miss out on winning a second European final in a row after beating Manchester United to win the Europa League last season. Kudus played 79 minutes in the loss, marking his first competitive outing for Spurs since joining the club from West Ham United for a reported fee of £55 million on a 6-year deal. He completed 2 of 3 dribbles successfully and completed 10 of 12 passes accurately, while winning 5 of 11 ground duels in the game. Replaced Kudus at a time where Spurs led 2-0 thanks to goals from defenders Mickey van Deven and Christian Romero. Mohamed Kudus of Tottenham Hotspur creates a headed chance under pressure from Nuno Mendes of Paris Saint-Germain during the UEFA Super Cup 2025 match between Paris Saint-Germain and Tottenham Hotspur. Paris Saint-Germain got late goals through Lee King in the 85th minute and goal Canlo Romance in the 93rd minute to even the score. Spurs take on Burnley in the 2025-2026 EPL season open on Saturday, August 16th. In showbiz, as part of the program lineup for Miss Tourism Ghana 2025, organizers hosted a vibrant regional costume night to celebrate and promote Ghana's rich cultural heritage. According to Delphin, Director of Events and Operations for Miss Tourism Ghana, Contestants who were tasked with showcasing traditional attire representing the respective regions, reflecting the country's diverse and colorful heritage. It was very beautiful, fun and exciting, Madam Hammond remarked, emphasizing that the event not only highlighted Ghanaian culture but also empowered young women to serve as ambassadors for the nation's tourism sector. The celebration will continue on Saturday, August 16th, with a cooking competition at the Tourism House in East Legon, which will also include the first eviction stage. Contestants will prepare regional delicacies demonstrating the culinary diversity that defines Ghana's cultural identity. Madam Hammond called on the public, friends and families to rally behind their favorite contestant, noting that events like these strengthen community pride and promote Ghana's tourism potential. One contestant, Monica, received the evening's highest praise from the judges, speaking to the nation. My goal in Miss Tourism Ghana is to change the narrative because tourism will always boost Ghana's economy. I urge my supporters to keep believing in me. Monica is not going home, she said. With each event, Miss Tourism Ghana 2025 continues to blend beauty, culture, and advocacy, inspiring the next generation of tourism ambassadors for the country. And that is how we end it on the morning news broadcast. Do want to log on to all social media platforms at GhanaTalks Radio, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. I am Deborah Adosu. Do have a good morning.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store and the App Store. No tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen. About your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials. From Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adosu,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show on Ghana Talks Radio. Another morning is here, another beautiful day is here. I hope you are doing very, very great and blessed wherever you are listening to us and watching us from. Today we are back again on your airwaves. We are back again in the studios of Ghana Talks Radio to hold you down with our usual conversations of matters regarding national interest. And yes, we have people joining us from the main opposition parties, the main political parties we have in the country, the NDC and the NPP, to stage their ideas on some of these matters. Fortunate for me, in the studios I have already Bismarck Tando, who is representing the NPP. Later on, Nanaya Sanswa will also join us. Nanaya is coming for the NDC. Before we get into all of that, I want to invite you, as always, let us hear from you. Let us get your comments, your suggestions on all the topics that we are about to discuss. You can contribute your call on our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. Our phone lines are very active. Our WhatsApp line is 0202-544-614. 0202-544-614. On YouTube is Ghana Talks Radio. Our channel is very active. You can watch us there and you can contribute there as well. Bismarck. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi Aboko.
Nyami adumo Bibi Aboko.
Yeah, the Nyami ase. I think the last week they in Tumenshia.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And unfortunately as well, last week we all heard about the news, the tragedy that befell us as a country.
Sure.
But I mean, so far, what have you gathered from that particular incident?
So far, let me use this opportunity to say good morning to our cherished listeners, and then good morning to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, who happens to be the former vice president of our dear country, Ghana. Then again, let me say good morning to the people of Amenfi Central, and precisely the people of Yawa. Unfortunately, we had a certain issue which happened to where I live in Amenfi Central.
Okay.
2 young, talented, energetic, and vibrant young boys lost their lives through fatal motor accident, which is something so sad. When I heard the news, in fact, I was so sad I didn't know what to do.
Oh, when was that?
It happened not long ago, I think almost a week or something. So I just want to use this opportunity to extend my condolences to the bereaved families, and then assure them that the entire youth of Hiawa in this difficult moment is with them. We mourn with them. We stand together with them, and we know how painful it is to lose such people. And we are all praying that the God that we serve day in, day out will grant them a certain peaceful path in heaven for them to be till we all meet again. So concerning what happened on the 6th of August this particular month, in fact, it is something that very sad, because I always say these particular people, before they left for this particular activity, or before they embarked on the journey, they saw their families, they spoke to their families, and even assured them with great optimism that they would return back home in the evening. Most of them had even their wives preparing food and other stuff waiting for them to come. And unfortunately, you hear news like this, that your partner, your father has just had an incident like this. It's not easy. And then Ghana as a country, I think we have lost great people. They are very prominent. You see, looking at the kind of people they are, someone like Honorable Mutala is someone that I really like, regardless of his political party. He's doing so well, such a truthful person. So for a country, Ghana, to lose such people, I think it's so sad. It's not easy. And I wish they are still alive, but what do we do? You know, God has a way of doing everything. So sometimes we leave everything to God. And I always say this is not a time for a country, Ghana, to politicize this issue. Never. Because you don't have to wish death for even your enemy. That is so sad. Like, it's something bad. So those of us who are fond of doing certain things like that, I think we have to put an end to that.
We have to put an end to these things. Speaking of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I am tempted to ask, is he the one that you believe can lead your party into victory in the 2028 elections?
Okay, so let me make things clear today. To my point of view, I strongly believe Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is the best candidate to lead NPP for 2028 election. I am not just taking this decision based on sentiments or anything, but I have taken into consideration 4 particular reasons. The first one, I considered NPP as a political party. Our aim and focus is to win the 2028 election as a political party. Now, if you want to win an election in 2028, you must present someone who is well marketed. And looking at Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, when he had the opportunity to serve as the vice president, the entire country, everyone was saying we've never had his type before. He really worked a lot. Apart from that, he had the opportunity to represent the party in 2024 election. The entire country, he went everywhere, telling every single person his ideas, what he wanted to contribute to our country. So we got to know his ideas, what he can contribute, what he can do. And we all know how positive this man is. Looking at the kind of achievement he's done so far for our country.
Really?
Apart
What
from
are
that,
some of these achievements?
I will tell you. Apart from that, I also look the perspective of the country Ghana. We don't have to focus on the fact that we want someone to just lead NPP, but someone who will be preferred by the people of Ghana as a whole. Even when you are preferred or when you come, what can you do for the people? Now, we don't have to give people the another opportunity to come and maybe, do practical or something. Bawumia is someone we have seen demonstrating or doing something better already. So the people
I
have
just
gotten to know
asked
him.
you some of the things so that our audience will get to know.
Okay, so let me start helping people to understand what Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia did for Ghana. First of all, let me start from our port. Ghana as a country, some time ago, when you are returning to Ghana as a citizen or whoever, you have to join a long queue, go through a lot of processes before you are even given the opportunity to come. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia came with an idea to introduce e-gate, which is making everything so simple. You just use your Ghana card, simple. You just come. So he is even saving time, making things so easy. Apart from this, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia also contributed in a sense of helping bring on board the Ghana card, which you see some time ago we had a lot of people in our country, even in the education sector. We have the age limit of 60 years, of which when you get to that age you have to retire. We had a lot of people who are still working even when their age has come to an end. But through the initiative of the Ghana card, we have all your documents, your information, every single thing concerning your age. So when the time gets there, you don't have to even do anything bad or try to smuggle to still keep working. We just eliminate you from the system, which is going to save the country a lot of money. Apart from this, when the country was exposed by the COVID in the year 2022, we had a lot of hardship, inflation going up and a whole lot. The city suffering. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, in his wisdom, said, let us embark on good for oil policy. It is going to help the country a lot. They did, and if you are being honest to yourself, it has helped Ghana.
Good for oil.
It has helped Ghana as a country.
Really?
Yes. It reduced pressure on our currency. Apart from that, we had a lot of results in our country.
So why then did we stop that policy in 2023?
The policy wasn't stopped. Maybe you've not seen the report. I always say we had the finance minister for the NDC, who came out to tell the entire people that, oh, there was nothing like go for oil policy. The Bank of Ghana came out with a report, evidences to show that there was something called go for oil policy.
Okay.
So it is something that we did. It helped the country, and we can all attribute, because looking at before NPP left power in 2024, the cedi that went as high to 17 to $1 came down to 14.74, which is something good. We had an inflation that went as high to 54%. It came down to 23% before NPP left power. And these were all through the initiative of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia for the Go for Oil policy that was helping the country. So I think he's the best candidate to lead the NPP for 2028 election.
People are asking that if indeed he was the best, he's the best marketed person, why then did he, I mean, the defeat he suffered in the 2024 election, we've never seen it in history yet. That was the first of its kind. So as branded as he is, as some people in the party sees him to be, why then couldn't he amass victory or even a better percentage of votes in the past elections? What is going to change now?
I think that defeat was as a result of the NDC as a political party gaslighting the people of Ghana with a lot of lies.
Oh, really?
Oh, that was true. We have a lot of things that they said which were not. They even said Habtel was for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Today, does it belong to him? No. You see, so they came out with a lot of lies, and we had people in our country who also believed that, oh, what they are saying is true, and they went to vote against us. Apart from that, if you tell me that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia suffered a defeat that we've never experienced in our country before, I will say it is not true.
Okay.
Why? Because we had President Ajikum Kufuor, who came for the first time, had 49% vote. The voting turnout that particular year was 69%. Okay. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia had 41% vote. The voting turnout was 63%. So you realize that a lot of people did not even vote. So imagine if
this voting turnout percentage you just quoted, is it from the NPP's analysis, or it's from the
official electoral commission?
From the EC?
Yes, official. Because even after the election, we heard a lot of NDC members. Even today, if you ask them, they will tell you Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia had only 38%. That's what they are saying. But according to electoral commission's report, we had 41% on record. That is it. So I think if the voting turnout had gone up, because look at Ashanti region, the number of people that even went out to vote alone was shocking. A whole lot of people. If you go to Eastern region, a lot of people didn't participate in the 2024 general election. So I think it also contributed to the defeat. And apart from that, we also had certain policies from our government, such as the National Cathedral, of which we had the NDC members vilifying the president for taking such initiative and a whole lot. So it all contributed. But I always say, if we were looking basically at the ideas, the contributions of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia alone, then the people of Ghana should have voted for him and not to go back to our case or bring back the case that we've had in our country, Ghana. So I think most of Ghanaians have regretted not voting for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia already, and they've assured the NPP and Dr. Bawumia that when he is given the mandate again to lead the NPP, they are going to vote for him to represent the people of Ghana.
All right. Thank you there, Bismarck. Nanaya, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Yes. How has it been? Tomorrow you people are preparing for the mass burial, the state burial of the funeral of the 8 gallant statesmen who lost their lives serving the country. I hope preparations are well underway.
Of course.
Okay.
Before I begin, I just want to say good morning to you, everyone.
Good morning to your boss.
Good morning to you and good morning to your viewers as well.
Sure.
And I want to say a very big thank you to my leadership from the presidency to the from presidency to the branch level.
Okay.
And I'm so grateful that all the time we have people to commend us and also support us in any way. So I want to say thank you.
Sure.
And also we know that we are going through hard times. Our hearts are very heavy at the moment, but and in all things we still have to give thanks to God.
Okay.
Because he knows the best.
Yeah.
So we call upon everyone to come and join us, sympathize, or the last respect I want to show to the our fallen
soldiers.
Yes,
Okay.
heroes. So we tomorrow will be at the Black Star House.
Okay.
Black Star Square. So it starts from 8 a.m. So we pray that everybody can have the opportunity to come.
Okay.
And also show, even though if you have not been able to join all the programs for now, I pray that you have the opportunity to join us on tomorrow morning, so that we can just show them the last respect, because at the end of the day, they went in to work for Ghana. They didn't go to do their own thing and they lost their lives. They went to help save Ghana, because we all know the rates as in how Galamsey is destroying our nation.
Sure.
So if there's any initiatives that will be taken, and I think they've tried a bit and they were still on it, as we always come here to deliberate on it, and they were still making sure that they will put measures.
Sure.
Sometimes you can see people saying a lot on TV and shoot and kill. We are all human beings, you see, and they are Ghanaians as well, despite they know the wrongs doing. Last week I saw a disturbing video of people in the Galamsey site. You see a lot of old women. I don't know whether you've seen that video. And it was like, wow, like a market. Somebody wrote like, this is Galamsey Market Center. And it's when I saw that, I was panicking, because can you imagine that if this thing even collapse on all of you, you are all gone.
Exactly.
You see, so this thing it's not as if the way we are looking at it. So the engagement should be more. The security service has to push more. And a whole lot. You see, they are human beings, despite their own people. We cannot just kill them and just finish them, as people are saying. You see, we still need not to stop. We still have to push pressure, because at the end of the day, if they say you need prayer all the time, you need prayer, we shouldn't get tired.
But Nanaya, all these things you are saying, Sir Nibri, I always say these things. And when it comes to Galamsey, I am so passionate about it, because to me, I still believe that the country as a whole are yet to really see the consequence of this thing. If it gets out of hand, we are yet to.
And
this
it's
thing
already,
can actually shut the entire country down.
It's already
in a click.
It's already in the West.
So if it already is in the works, what are we doing? See, what we are doing, we are just, it's like we are pampering it. We are pampering these people to stop.
So and are you also on the view to shoot and kill?
Look, I have been on this view ever since.
Shoot and kill. Hey. Shoot and kill.
And this is where I always find issues with the NDC. That when you were in opposition, you had a different tune. Now that you are in power, you have a very, very different tune to the fight against Galamsey. We have lost 8 gallant men, sons of mothers, fathers to children, husbands to wives, due to this particular thing. What else are we waiting for? And these are not the only people we've actually lost to Galamsey.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people.
These are not the only people. Look at the people depending on these people. Honorable Dr. Muntala was sponsoring 47 people.
47.
For medical, like, just look at this.
47 medical students.
Look at the people on the radar of Dr. Manebuama.
It's heartbreaking.
What else are we waiting for? We are share.
And sometimes me dream when me tell you like you still get people still like I think it's selfishness and greed. You see, I don't understand. As a human being, you know what you are doing is wrong, but you still almost make us say, "Na you say but say you see." But right now it's hard and it is very, very, very painful because we've lost these people. Dr. Manibo, as I said, I met him not quite long now, didn't know, you see, personally. Although me shana, but okay, let's leave that to our president and our authority to see after this. Let's see what comes on board. Okay. But we pray that everybody comes on board to help us support the phone. Like we need all of you. We need everybody's presence. Okay. We need everybody's prayers. We need everybody's encouragement and strength and everything in a way. Okay. Because we are all, at the end of the day, we are all Ghanaians. At the end of the day, we are all one people. That's why we have our own differences. Yeah. That's why we have our own misunderstandings and disagreements. But we are all one people. Okay. So I pray that everything goes on. God should also find a place to keep them. The only prayer I pray for them is that God should just take the sacrifices they've sacrificed for Ghana and also the people that they reach out to. You should look at their good sides and just bless them or put them in a good place. You should forgive them of all their sins because that's not their wish to just wake up and just go and die like that. Okay. So I also pray that the authorities or people who are handling the case, I pray that they should go into it, the investigations very well and make it publicly. We are all interested to know what really happened. Because yes, there's a whole lot. You see, so we pray that as I also heard that there's some of the international
I think that let's just introduce the topics for the day since you are getting into it. And yes, with what happened last week, don't we have state institutions in here who, probe into issues for us? We do. Something has befell us, and there were cries from people to get international bodies to handle the investigations. That alone speaks a lot about our judicial or justice system. I said that the citizens has lost faith in their own justice system, that they believe that if we should leave it to our own investigative bodies, they are not going to come out with what we deserve to hear. That is one. Then secondly, yesterday we hear the presidency come out to say that they have contacted international bodies to come in for these investigations. What does this say about we as a country and our investigative bodies, institutions that we've set up to go into issues like this? Because I mentioned this thing somewhere that I don't think the United States of America will encounter such an issue and then go to Russia or the UK to come and assist them in investigations. So why? Have we lost trust in our own justice system? Are we incompetent to handle our own issues or matters? Because this is an issue of national security. Some of the things that needs to be availed for investigations, if these international bodies get access to it, doesn't that even expose us more to external insecurities?
Okay. Thank you. Omari, what are you saying? I really understand. You get it.
Yeah.
But the issue is, we all know that this is within us. For my point of view, before I'll say my point of view before. We all know that this thing is within within us, within the people that we ourselves are calling that they did it. They have hands in what happened. For example, for the military, we are all saying that there is a fishy something went on within the military.
Oh, really? Is that what?
That is what a lot
saying?
of people we are assuming. Like, say the flight is the chopper is being handled by these people. Okay. You understand? So we came here. We were even talking about we should. Why is it like how can a military personnel be there and make sure that there's you cannot control the chopper or like there's anything. Okay, there's questions. You see, there are a lot of questions which will come into a near or an individual that that we all know the integrity of our military. Okay. We all know their powers. We all know how they behave. We all know their ethnics, right? Yeah. So if you see such things, you have a lot of questions to ask because we know there are people that they are always on board. They are always with very critical. Like when they want to do something, their expertise, they have a level of competency. Okay. Let me say it that way. Sure. So if something happens in that manner, we have a lot of questions to ask. You see, because these are the people that we trust them with our lives. Okay. We all have this kind of Ghanaians. We all have this kind of sense that if there's a riot here and the police come, sometimes we don't even feel like when we see a military man. Sure. It is something like that. So we know that they are number one in when it comes to certain things. So if this thing happens, we all I understand. We there's nothing wrong on people and security service coming to on board. Yes, bodies, to also not that they are leaving it for them, but they are all coming together to. You see, at the end of the day, they are not part of us. So if there's anything, they cannot hide it. Okay. You see. We want the truth. Okay. We want nothing but the truth. And we have the UN. The UN calls upon Ghana to go and help them with a lot of security issues. We have the army. We've seen because the army going to.
We are part of the United Nations.
We have the army going to US to help them in training a whole lot. We've seen them. I follow them. We have Ghana army goes to US to also be part of. The US also comes to Ghana to train. Don't you know? I've seen them come.
The United Nations. So once we are a part of that body, we have that international. But this is an issue of national security.
I get you, but you see, every security there's something that
let me ask you this. Do you think? Do you believe that the United States, as you just mentioned, because we train with the armies train with us, will give us access? Let's even not go far. Do you know that the American embassy here, they have an oval in there that even though it is on our soil, not even our presidents have access to it.
I have to go into that. I have no idea on that. I have no idea, so I cannot say anything on that. But what I'm saying is, this is an incident that has happened, a crime scene. Let me say, sorry if I don't know, it's something that has happened.
It's an accident, but we can't call it a crime.
Yes, so let's say since the area where the place, since it's under investigation, it's a crime scene. It's we have to go in there, do investigations over there and a whole lot. Okay. So we need expertise to come on board.
We get that, and
there's nothing wrong calling upon people to come and
the question is, are we incompetent as a people?
It's not so. Why are we incompetent? It's not so.
So what is the main reason behind getting international bodies?
The last time we even spoke about the black box over here, that we pray that it's being found, and we all say that the blackboard, the black box. There's people that are trained to
the black box. There is the company that manufactures the plane. They are the only people who can access.
So it is also part of it. You see, these are some of the reasons. It's also part of it. So I don't see anything wrong with calling people. They are also even calling to come and support too. I heard the president for Russia or something making a suggestion that they also want to come and support and find out what really happened. This we all had the emotion that the president was supposed to be on board and then he didn't go anymore. So this is about our president as well. So if there's nothing wrong, it's not that we are sending them to where our munitions and where our blah security issues are. They are coming to help in the investigation of what happened at the site at Sekamai. You understand? So it's not about giving access to any kind of secret something that belongs to us or something. They are coming to help find out what really happened. And you know, we don't manufacture choppers in this country. Do we? We don't. So even if our people have they have the intelligence to find out a lot, they still need expertise to on board. So there's nothing wrong bringing hands on board to find out what really happened. We've had a lot of accidents in this country. We've had a lot of issues in this country. Why won't they come? Somebody says that we should bring them on board. But this is something that has happened in history. It happens, but it doesn't happen this way. You see, it has taken the life of our ministers, our great men, and our flying quadrants, lieutenants, and whoever. You see, so we need people on board to find out what really happened. Even though if it is my dad who is there, I'll be happy that there are people, at least me I know say there are people coming on board to imagine if you are not feeling well and you'll be sent to the theater, you find out that there's expertise that flying in to support the people here on board to take care of you. Won't you even be happy? You feel good. So I say nothing wrong with this. Since it's not good, we are not taking them to our security zones like this, the place that we like our secret places, issues like that, and it's like about something investigating about something which has happened. I see nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that.
All right, thank you there. Esan. So, Bismarck.
Big boss.
You've listened to the conversation.
I've listened. So, first of all, I've made things clear, my stand on the issue, that it is very sad for a country like Ghana to lose such prominent people. And looking at the number of people that depends on them for their survival and even their betterment future, it's not easy. So we have to, do everything we can to find out what actually happened. But before I go to the main issue, I commend the New Patriotic Party for how they've been able to, collaborate with the NDC in situation like this. We are a political party that do not politicize issues like this or the death of other people. Unlike the NDC, that anytime a member of parliament, which happens to be part of the NPP, loses his life, they begin to jubilate, letting everyone know. It has happened before because I'm coming. It has happened before because I heard the chairman of the NDC, Honorable Asidu Nketia, who emphatically stated that the members of parliament in NPP shouldn't be quiet to sit there and allow the party members killing them. Do you get it? They should do what they can. You shouldn't be quiet sitting there. If they are killing you and you are still sitting there looking at them to kill you, it's something bad. He said it emphatically, and I can show you a video of when he was saying that. I'm coming. I'll go there. I'll go there. No, it is. Apart from that, when even Honorable John Kuma died, we had NDC members saying a whole lot of stuff, even coming out or forming a new name for NPP as New Poison Party. They said a whole lot of stuff. We heard it. Okay, but I have made it clear that my stand on this issue is that we don't have to politicize this because it is something very bad that has happened to our country. On the issue of Ghana seeking for international support concerning the investigation, I think my sister is a little bit naive concerning why we are going there, because she was almost concentrating on the fact that we need them. But she should have been able to, give you why we need them on board. The issue is that, you see, we have rules and regulation in our country. Okay, in Ghana here, if you look at the laws that we have, I think Act 1048. Act 1048, and then Regulation 2483 of the law. It says that, you see, we have AIB, which is the Aircraft Accident and Incident Investigation and Prevention Bureau.
Okay.
We also have the Ghana Aviation Authority in charge. Okay. So when something like this happened, under normal circumstance, they are supposed to investigate. But according to the law, their own is a little bit subjected to civil flight. Okay. But this flight that happened or that had the incident, it's an army or a military helicopter. Okay. And the law prevents them or does not give them the automatic authority to embark on investigation. If you look at the Annex 13 of the International Civil Aviation, it also says that when something like this happens, there is the necessary need for a country to establish an independent body to investigate, such that they will come out with clear and factual reasons why something like this happened. Okay, so I think that is the reason why we are going to seek support from international authorities, because even though the institutions that we have in our country can embark on the investigation, but they can only do that under the permit of the minister. Until you are permitted, according to the law, you cannot do that. But if it were to be a different flight, they would have had the complete authority to embark on the investigation. That is why we are going there. And you know, I really want us to do everything so quick, such that we can get the result, find why the issue happened. You see how the international authorities they do their things. It is in such a way that they have steps or processes of embarking on investigation. They have the announcement stage. They have where they go to the scene, the site where the thing happened, so that they can get certain document, certain information, like the black box that we are talking about. It is something that records every incident that happens in the flight. We also have the CVR, which is the cockpit voice recorder. We also have the FDR, which is the flight data recorder. Okay, so these are things that if you are able to gather, it will help you to come out with reliable reasons why the incident happened. And apart from that, they also check to know the qualification of the pilot. They also check the pilot's medical conditions. Okay, so these are all certain things that they investigate critically to come out with any necessary information that we need before they can conclude that yes, indeed, the fault came from this side or the fault came from this side. So that is why they are actually going to seek for support. But me, one thing I say is that, and this is not something for a joke, if they need data or information to embark on the investigation they'll be doing, I think they should add the NDC chairman as part of the investigation. They should add him as somebody to also give them reasons. Do you know why?
The NDC chairman.
Yes, they should call him, investigate. They should ask him questions.
Wow.
The reason being that in the 2024 election, do you know what he said? No. He said the NDC as a party is fully prepared to win the election, even if they are going to sacrifice lives. They will do. Now, if someone makes a statement like this, we don't know anything. What you mean?
Okay.
We don't know what you have done. Do you understand? Okay. So I think, in my point of view, I think it would be necessary if the investigation body will also call upon him, ask him certain questions. The statement he made, what he meant by saying that thing. Because it's not easy for you to come out because of election and tell the entire country that even if we are going to sacrifice lives, that means it is so easy for you to do something to even win power and lose people.
Wow.
Do you get it? So I think we have to also call on him and ask him some necessary questions as well to gather information for the incident that happened.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bismarck. But all these conspiracy theories coming in, people thinking there was a foul play, which is even the more reason why they are calling for an independent investigative body and all. Let's take it from who was supposed to be on the flight. We are looking at the president himself. We are looking at the CEO for the Gold Board. We are looking at the chairman of the NDC party. And then we are looking at the secretary of the NDC party. And then we are looking at the interior minister. These we can see are the apex of leadership in NDC and also in the country right now as a whole. Now, if these people were the ones meant to board this flight, and on their part, God being so good, they escaped it, then other people were substituted on their behalf. And then look at what happened. Do you think the narratives behind it is valid for us to ascertain or think that then there was a foul play? Because one, we are looking at an event they were going, which is fighting currently the biggest challenge we have in the country. We know the sponsors behind this Galamsey menace. We know the challenge we have in even convincing people to step back of Galamsey. Soldiers go into the pits and they have Galamseyers fighting them back with ammunitions. Can we contribute all these things as factors? As factors to which then maybe there was actually a foul play.
Okay, to me, I have said, and I'll say it again, this is not the time to politicize what happened.
Sure.
And you know, everything is backed by rules and regulations. Before you come out with clear evidence to substantiate your claims, you do not have a valid point. You and I were not there when they were joining the flight.
Sure.
We do not know even if there was a foul play.
Sure.
Or there was an intended decision to do something like that. And I can defend them on this, because I am not sure they can plan something like this and even the pilot will join them just to go and kill these people and kill himself as well.
Okay.
So I think there wasn't anything like that to me.
Okay.
But until they come out with maybe clear evidence to let everyone know that, oh, they planned A or B,
okay,
I am not going to say there was anything like a foul play.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
And you know, I am not sure something like that will even happen. And that is why we have the investigation authority. I just want them to come out with clear evidence. I don't want a situation whereby they will be making an attempt to hide anything, because whatever happened, whatever caused the death, whatever caused the accident, the entire country must be aware, such that we can prevent subsequent accident that might happen. We have to find solution to that. So I think we should all be calm, wait for the investigation authority to come out with clear and valid evidence. That one, we wouldn't have any reason to refute their claims or their evidence that they will come out with. So I cannot on any day say there was anything like a foul play.
Foul play, okay, all right. Nana?
Yeah. Yeah, before I make any comments, I want to greet Yaya Kuku of the NIA boss. I want to say thank him. I want to thank him and also greet him and encourage him to do what he's doing best. He should still go on do what he thinks will help this country.
Okay.
Yeah, he shouldn't listen to anything. Like he can accept when somebody wants to bring him like any suggestion or anything, but he should stand firm with his decision and everything will be right. And I just want to tell my brother that if all the time he wants to speak and I say something he thinks what I said he disagrees, he should just go ahead. But I should stop using me for I don't know whatever intentions that you want to say. For him to say that I'm naive, what's the meaning of that? Because you asked me a question and I answered you and I explained what I also think. And I'm telling you for the fact that I don't think there's nothing wrong. You asked me that is it wrong, or as a country where we are going, is it right for us to bring them on board? And I'm saying I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because I even give you examples why we think we need them, and even excited the black box, because at the end of the day we don't manufacture helicopters in this country. So I said a lot, and I said we also need them to be because we need some people who are independent, that they can give us the right solutions and what we need. At the end of the day, is a report that we need. We need something that we can trust on. I even made a lot of examples, so attach to it. So if you don't get it, you still what you want. Don't be saying this on air. I don't like. I'm not happy about the way he said it. It is disrespectful to my integrity.
I think that Bismarck, we can all do the needful and apologize to retract.
Oh, okay. Let me say, I do apologize and I retract the statement made. But you know something? One thing I always tell people is that as a political communicator, we don't do our work with sentiment. What I say.
Omari, you apologize.
I'm coming.
Don't apologize with if.
I'm coming.
Don't apologize with explanation.
I want to make things clear.
I am telling you.
No, I want to make things clear.
This is a personal attack to myself.
That's why I have apologized to you.
But don't tell me what I should do. I should feel.
I'm not saying you should feel something.
It's my own point of view.
I think we should say
if it is something you are talking about,
offended by it.
This is something communication, fine. But you are talking about me as a person.
Okay.
So you can't tell me I'm naive. Naive as in what?
I'm coming.
Naive. What I'm saying is wrong. What I said is nothing wrong.
I'm not having
There's nothing wrong with what
problem.
I said. I made my point clear.
That's fine.
So
that is why.
So don't apologize.
No, I'm coming.
If
I'm
it's
coming.
not an apology.
I didn't say if.
I apologize with an explanation.
Don't misquote me. I didn't say
no,
if.
you are explaining. You've apologized. You want to explain.
You calm down.
This is in my time.
I am saying that. No, we've not given you your time. I am saying that I don't have any problem apologizing to you. But I just want to say that we don't do political communication with sentiments. You must always have thick skin for this work. Okay, so what I said, or the statement I made, that she's a bit naive about the explanation she was giving. You see, she was just focusing on the fact that we need them on board to help us get get evidence or reasons why
that is your
the issue happened. And I want to make it clear that this is why Ghana as a country is seeking for international support. And if you say you are naive about something, it means you don't have an idea about it's not an insult. You don't have an idea about a question.
What does it mean? What do you mean I don't have an idea about that? What I said,
I apologize once again for saying that. I apologize once again for saying that.
What I said and what
I
you
have
said,
to apologize. I apologize for saying that. I apologize.
No,
I have apologized.
No, what he said. No, he is explaining what he is saying.
He was only trying to make it clear that he didn't mean it as an insult.
You get it.
But what I said and what he said, what's the difference? About you just quoted the act. That is the only difference between what we said. Both of us said. But we all ended that we need them to come on board because we all need to have a clear mind. So what is your issue?
I have apologized.
Based on the question that
I have apologized. Oh.
So you apologize
and with the clear mind thing, I mean, you stated not once but almost twice or thrice how you think there was a foul play and all that.
Yeah. So and I also even stated that these are the same people that we think that the chopper belongs to them, and I think that since they have the way they always organize their duties, and we all have this kind of level of trust with them. I even made all this.
Okay.
And because so if this thing happens. We need a lot of we need a lot of answers, and we need people that are not within them. Like for example, my own people have beaten me. You are calling my own people to come and investigate. Sure. Does it make sense? So that's why I'm saying that if they've called to come and support us, and we also call upon them. Me, I don't have any issue with it, and I think they should come. So I don't know where you are saying I'm naive of.
I think with that issue we've dead it, so don't go there. But
so what was the question?
Is it not? So you even forgot. You were so bent on. Oh no. But is it not quite interesting that the MP, an MP has come out to say the plane didn't even crash; it blasted even before it got down. How did they come out with all these information?
I listened to her perfectly when she was having the interview. What she said was her layman's view that when if you hear about like the scenarios concerning this aircraft, we had the journalists that went there told us that 30 minutes or 40 minutes away from the scene you find some of the choppers around.
Okay.
So she is saying that, for example, since they are saying even at the town you can see, she even made that examples, you can see some of part of the choppers there, you can see some people's flesh in some fall somewhere. Then she thinks that the thing blasted, because if it does not blast, how can it spread in that manner? For example, say free throw and a to a so and a ball on a jan tomu as we think now. Then why did the chopper spread to that extent? So she think that it blast. That is why I did explode there. So she thinks that is what she said.
Okay.
So she is making that kind of a way. So she also thinks that I didn't blastic cracks and a bedding a better form because to a sense say a better hama a jano yes ano. Don't forget say see baby a cotton and cry. Say amina. So if a banison I didn't so I did a cough from a cotton from say bramna plastic or from a banison I didn't cromuna. So that was what she said. And also your name again. Bismarck,
because of fight, you don't know my name.
I forgot. No, I forgot. Oh, your name again?
Bismarck.
Bismarck, yeah. So Bismarck also made a point that they should call our general chairman. Hey, you see general chairman. Our chairman, they should add him to the investigations.
Yeah.
Omari, yes. Please. So when we're all going to campaign, you see, we need our people to be on board.
Okay.
You see, this thing, like I was telling somebody, if I, as Antoine, I was on the grounds working for my own decision, to stand for my rights, to be on the field. We've been on the field. I would say we sacrificed our lives for the party because I was a communicator. I was at the when I come to radio to speak or TV to speak, I also go to the branch level to work for the constituency. Okay. Go around to talk for the constituency. People can just attack you at any moment. We sometimes it's me and a job. You get it? We can go to places which are baby a kakwa and fakra. We have to go there and still preach what we believe to the people. When I'm done, I joined the Greater Accra Regional Security Team. But my boss as of then was this Honorable Samatu Force, and greetings to you. My boss by then was the Deputy Security Coordinator for the region, Greater Accra. So I was the only lady among the guys that we went out around from the registration to the election. After the elections, the coalition, we never slept. Sometimes we'll come home at round 2.
Okay.
So you see, so these are some of the things. These are some of the things that kunhuma. And you know, we don't pay for that. Okay. It's about the zeal, the strength, and the encouragement, that the zeal that you have within you, that you can stand for your party. You are standing. So it's not kunhuma party. No. Anything can happen to you. Okay. I remember when we went to Lejokuku constituency, they threw us the day of election. They threw us stones and stand. Yes, because they wanted to take the ballot, but we were standing. I was there.
Who wanted to take the ballot?
Like there was some guys that came. They wanted to attack the place. Oh, there's a lot.
Did you see Bismarck there?
So you see, we went through a lot of. We went through a lot.
Sure.
When there be bright collation, I was there.
Okay.
I have videos and things on my wall. Okay. I was there. So you see, these are some of the examples. So your catcher will say, "More elections, we are standing for our rights, and that's not a joke.
So it wasn't about some sacrifice.
No. He was making sure say Kuhuma party no. Moreover, they've given us this. Some people we have Brother Chapo coming out to tell us say if they have to kill. I've forgotten the statement he made, but he made a doomed statement. You see. We've had die. We've had a lot of this thing before, and people were some people will be timid, some people will be just be scared, and we have some mentality with people say, "Hey, we need people to come out to come and stand for their rights. We need people to defend because we were in this state that everything in this country has gone into the ditch. We were in this country whilst we all know that." Monies are being taken, you see. So if our leader, he's our leader, if he comes out to say this is say if the election day you stood for your right, it's different from you blasting in the air. No, you standing for your right and dying, and you going to work for which one is better? If your family will know that you stood for your rights, you stood for 8 people that were killed at the 8 people that were shot. You see, they were also standing. They didn't go. They had nothing, but they were standing with their own strength to work for the party, and they were shot dead. You see, so this is how these people. What I say. So these are some of the things. So don't be scared. Stand there and panso obia all the youth obia ba out be jina ho eye dwumaden. She will anybody can not win this election. Yes. So it's not about him saying this. So people should stop comparing the campaign season to right now that the president we've won the election, that we are working towards development of this country. Then things like this happen. The people are making some kind of fallacies with this kind of strategy. You see. So my issue is we need them. We need the reports. We really need the reports on board. We need it. Yes, they should bring it on air. We don't need any kind of kululu. They shouldn't hide because of somebody's name or anything. They should bring it so we all know what was in it involved. The black box, it carries a lot. They should let us know.
Thank you. For the past 24 hours, the media space has been on a rant by especially the opposition party, Bismarck, your people, who are bizarred by the intolerance, as they call it, by the president and the new administration or government. In that, people are making some comments and they are being picked up by national security and all. We saw it begin with Mintim Fojo. We saw it like people have been talking, they get picked up. And just recently, some 2 TikTok influencers have been picked up by Ghana police regarding some comments they made. And most of the NPP folks think that this is intolerance by the government, because to them, the former president also had instances where people were talking about him in these instances and nothing was done to them. Or so if this government can't be tolerant with them, then that tells a lot about how even our freedom of speech is now at risk. But what do you say to that? Because I don't know if you've listened to what these people said on their platforms, and if the police has picked them up, do you think it's the right call?
What did they say?
Oh, you haven't listened.
I'm asking you, what did they say?
Okay. I am not to broadcast it on my platform. I would have done that for you, but yeah.
Okay. So, how many minutes are you giving me for this particular discussion?
I'll give you 10 minutes for this.
10 minutes.
Use the day.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm lying. Why?
How many
you
minutes?
Have 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 is too small.
5 is too small.
It's too small. Let's make it 10.
10
will be okay. Okay. So I, on any day, as I always tell people, I will not support any individual that will issue threats to the presidency or any government worker or even your fellow human being issuing threat, it's something dangerous. And we don't have to support people who comes out to engage themselves in such situations. Apart from that, the constitutions we have in our country, the 1992 constitution, it's very clear on this issue. If you read Article 13 of the constitution, let me read for you. You see, Article 13 clause 1 says that no person shall be deprived of his life intentionally except in the exercise of the execution of sentence of court in respect of a criminal offense under the laws of Ghana, of which he has been convicted. So you don't have any right as a person, as a citizen, to deprive somebody from his life. So it is very bad and condemnable if someone comes out to issue threat to any individual. But Amari,
yes, sir.
Let us be clear.
Okay.
I have listened carefully to the program they had.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, that guy called what do you call it? Oh, I've forgotten his name. The host, the guy they arrested. Okay. Fancy comedy. He made no threat issue. He didn't make any issue of threat. Okay. He was the host for the program. People were coming out with their ideas, expressing their view. I heard a lot of people speaking. A certain lady made a comment that, oh, this or that. I don't want to quote it. Okay. The moment that statement came out, Fancy Comedy straight away said, no, you have to retract and apologize for making such. She said, oh, no, I won't. Fancy Comedy forced there to retract the statement and apologize. Okay. Even after the program, Fancy Comedy came out again to apologize to every single person who was listening that, oh, this particular statement that came out, kindly forgive us. It wasn't intentional. And I even allowed her to apologize for that thing. And the next day, you went ahead that I'm going to arrest somebody like that. Do you think, even if he wanted to do that, he would have allowed the lady to apologize first of all? Do you think he would have come out again to apologize to the entire country, to the NDC, for the lady making such statement? No. So I don't see any right for the NDC or the policeman to go and arrest the guy. But you know something? This is a clear political gimmick, intentionally to intimidate the members of the NPP. One thing I have witnessed since the NDC came to power is that they are finding every ways and means to intimidate every single person who is found of becoming bold enough to speak against their governance. That is what they are doing. They started from Honorable Intim Fojo when he came out with even an alert that this is what I have seen, and I think there will be it will be necessary if the state will embark on investigation to come out with clear evidence, making such what do you call it, allegation, or coming out with an alert. They went to arrest him. Look at this. Something so bad. They have arrested a lot of people. 7 months in government. They have assaulted 12 media personalities. Which is so bad. I don't know what the NDC members are trying to achieve. I honestly don't know. Because it is so bad. We live in a country that every single person is having the right to criticize a government if you are doing something that they think it's not good. We have the right to criticize you. Under normal circumstance, I always say when people criticize you, it puts you at the right tangent for you to be, aware of what you are doing, if it is right or not. So it is even an opportunity for you as government to know that, oh, this is what the people are letting me about. Let me do it and do it right. They are just trying to come out with intimidations just to silence whoever is doing his best. Recently, they came out with an issue that they have collapsed 3 radio stations belongs to Jamaun to me. Under normal circumstances, let me tell you this. They gave them 30 days amnesty. When these days were given, every single thing that they were supposed to do, in total, they were supposed to do 10 particular things. They have done 8 out of it, remaining 2. Even the 2, they are part of it. They have done their part of the 2. It is left with the ministry in charge of it to assent to. You have not done your part, but you went ahead to collapse it. or in the name of trying to intimidate, or in the name of no, we have realized that you are the radio stations, speaking in favor of the opposition party. Okay. You are criticizing our government. Therefore, we have to find every single means to silence you. The NDC, what they are trying to achieve is that, you see, they are trying to take us back to the 1990s, where we had culture of silence. The era where when one person decides, no single individual could speak, until we had the historian, Honorable, Adubuahin, who stood up to speak for the people of Ghana.
Okay.
And later, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo also led, fighting for the people of this country, giving them the opportunity that they have the right to criticize the government if they are doing something that we think is not good.
Okay.
Where have we gone wrong? Where have we gone wrong to deserve such draconian intimidation from the side of the NDC?
Wow.
It is not good.
Sure.
We have voted for you people. Instead of you to be focused and do the right things that we are expecting from you, you have come to power for 7 good months. We have never seen any better achievement from you. We have not seen any good thing from you. Instead of you to be focused, do the right thing, work for the people of Ghana. You go here today, you arrest. Yesterday, somebody, I've forgotten of the name. I have the video over here. Yes, he wrote something on his what do you call it?
Facebook.
Facebook, that culture of silence government. Just that. They went to arrest him.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
I have the video over here. I can show it to you.
Then probably that's not who I was even talking
about. Go and read it.
There's another guy who posted some people with.
They went to arrest him. No. They went to arrest him.
That is Mr. Obama. He doesn't.
Can you please stop interjecting me? They went to arrest him, which is something bad. But let me tell you, we have been in this country where we've had a lot of NDC members who came out with a lot of threats. NDC members, some of the NDC members.
Bismarck, because your time is almost up.
My time is never up.
You left with 3 minutes.
So don't take my time.
I'm not taking it.
You give it to me.
What I'm asking is this:
passionate.
Are you really happy with what these people said, threatening the life of the president and his wife?
What I am saying is that, there are some people. This is not the first time something like this has happened. It is not good. That is why I condemned initially.
Okay.
It is not good. Okay. But we don't have to use it as an opportunity to try and intimidate people. We've been in this country where we've had a lot of NDC members. Okay. Honorable Sami Jevi, Sam George, Okudjota Brakwa. They've said a lot. Things that they came out with, lies, threats. Malik Basintali, he threatened someone. I've forgotten the person's name. He said, we will come and burn even your house or something. I remember.
Really?
Yes. We did nothing to him. Okay, we were just focused on doing things that the people of Ghana were expecting from us as government.
As I did.
Yes. Do you understand?
Just
so
increasing the inflation.
We were in this country where we had people in Ghana here belonging to the NDC. Do you know what they said? They said we have to stone Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and kill him. What threat is bigger than this? We did nothing to those people. We were in this country where during an election, members of the NDC gathered, pouring libation, and then issuing case on whoever makes an attempt to join any car, any bus, any motor to any town in the name of going to vote against the NDC. What did we do? We did nothing. We have seen a lot. These are all part of political strategies. Okay, so when things like this are going on, I don't think there is any need for government to be using Rambo style to arresting people day in, day out. No, we have to condemn the government for using an intentional attempt to intimidate people and silence them. It is so bad. Very, very bad. We have to condemn that. And they should be focused on doing the things that the people of Ghana voted for them. The kind of lies they came out to tell the people of Ghana that we believed and voted for them, that is what we are expecting from them. We want them to give us the 7,000 Ghana cedis they promised for the cocoa farmers. We want them to come and deliver the schools they promised to build, the jobs they promised to create. We want them to deliver on the 3 shift, one particular work, 3 shift, 3 people. That is what we are expecting from them. They shouldn't embark on intimidating people day in, day out. That is something that we as a country must condemn. It is very bad.
All right. Thank you.
And one thing that I have to say, let me assure.
See,
no, I'm coming.
I've even
just 30 seconds. You took my time. Just 30 seconds. Let me assure members of the NDC who are jubilating for the intimidation going on, who are jubilating, feeling so excited to see their government arresting members of the NPP or intimidating them. Okay, let me assure them, they will never be in power for the rest of their lives. Okay. Right. So if they are happy today, they should be ready to eat the food they are cooking. Yes.
All right. Thank
you. They
should
be ready to eat the food they are cooking. Thank you.
Yes. Me, I'm kind of surprised that today we see the MPP behaving like crybabies, behaving like babies with pampers. I'm kind of surprised. We were in this country that even though we see a lot of media people cannot even speak out. The media will testify to the fact that they cannot even come out to talk. TV3, they even made sure that some of the TV stations, they send you letter straight from the president and send it to you that because of so and so, your TV station, if this person does not leave, your TV station will be shut down. Hey, saying,
TV station?
I've called the names here. So don't ask me questions.
Which letter? You don't have any evidence.
No.
When you were speaking, you spoke about a lot of things without evidence. You spoke about people that has been generally who has been assaulted by our government, which you have no evidence of.
Are you not aware?
Can you please shush?
No, when you went to Ablekuma, didn't you see what happened?
Please, when you were speaking, I was writing.
Mention 3 journalists
that was assaulted.
Who have been
how can you lie like that?
Their names?
Yeah.
No, it is the name that I can.
No,
see.
how?
No,
how?
No.
So if you have no evidence, why the hell do you bring it on board?
Didn't you see a policeman slapping a media
person?
So
is that our
didn't
government?
You see?
Is that our government?
What are you talking about? Who is in charge of it?
So something happened. No, there's a please be quiet.
It's your government.
Why do you sometimes behave like a witch ranting like that?
Hey.
You see,
ranting like that.
Somebody who said
no. Sometimes when you talk, when you are speaking, I keep
somebody
quiet.
Who said I
today I even tried to come in to say something. You just shut me. I kept quiet. You are still interjecting. Why?
Bismarck. Let's do the.
The issue is you have no evidence about people which has been assaulted by our government.
Okay.
You are now saying police person slapping somebody. You all saw that on video that there was an issue there, and nobody asked him. Did President Mama told him to go and slap somebody? For you to put that on board.
But Nana, if we should go by that, we never saw Akufo-Addo to tell anybody to go and do
to go and write letters.
No, but listen, but we had the service arresting going to arrest Sami Jemfi. Nobody spoke about that. The Rambo that you are talking about, Sami Jemfi was taken into distance, but he never said anything.
But did we see Akufo-Addo instruct them to go and pick him up?
No, I'm not saying. No, he is saying that our government, and we also the scenario as in how that incident happened.
Okay.
It was in the haze, ADSC, firm. So you cannot compare the one which somebody has been picked up by the state. No. The difference is that when you are catching it, say or can say me say. These are the two different things. Then SMS that one is different. And we came out to condemn it. But the fact is, your can it say states no assume say the states goes to like the way the state went to arrest these people for claiming saying and stating the fact that they know. She said that mean I listened to the audio.
Okay.
Or say ye nim ye ma adeni ye den esi ye ni bebre so be den ebeba na mama ne yere crampo na ye den na ye pese e so ngo kotokuo mu. You see, when you are making a criminal this thing like this, there's a difference between semuya bibis muya ma bibisia and the difference between yaje okay. These are two different things. Even though if you have a criminal case, you say court. If you have a criminal case, court. Now why you do it was not answer questions safer. Uncle Jina Hong Kase will say you are confirming say you did it. And then you want us to just sit down and say what can you enjoy my investigation? Maybe I didn't swear they see. Maybe they have reasons. They know something. She knows something. They know something about it. So they have to be called upon to come and investigate. Further, let's say Obama issue that you are talking about. You don't even know what he posted. You have no idea about what he posted. You are here ranting because he made it fact that he even posted a gun and ammunition and even made certain threats on it. What you who are who now you are just saying things that you feel say you want to say because you're on air. You see? And so they went and arrested him. The Rambo star that he's saying that he won't call channel. If you think say you have loose doors, you have fake doors, you have no strong doors, you don't go and test the Rambo leader. You don't go and test the Rambo leader once you don't have good doors. And you know the style of the Rambo, if the Rambo leader is coming. It does not, because at the end of the day, maybe you have ammunitions that we don't know of.
But he never said he had ammunition.
No, he made what he
said
did.
That these people have ammunitions where they are transporting it to another community for violence. And all this is happening under the watch of the new IGP, and he's even behind it.
Yes.
So they went for him to
come and clarify.
But what we're asking is this. I mean, this style of picking people up. The person who made this comment, what shows that he even has ammunition?
Oh, how can you tell my brother? How can maybe when they were even having the meeting, he was there. How can you say it? No, I didn't say it. Oh, he brought it on board. No,
So
I didn't send him to come and say it.
Small
He Bismarck no Tihano. No, he Bismarck no Tihei. Will he make such a comment? Will we just wake up and go and do certain things? Me, I'm a Tihei, even though my government is in power. I'll not just wake up and say certain things. Because even though say me customer party, I also have my integrity. We have common sense. There's a law, there's a law, but we still have common sense. You understand? Yes. So we have common law, we have the law itself. So if you are doing certain things, you have to think about it twice. And you ranting here and crying like a baby that has no breast to feed. We all know, say, we were all in this country now. Stop galamsey for no.
Walk aside for 11
oh,
minutes.
You see this guy. You see this guy.
Oh no, if you walk aside for 6
minutes.
You see, and the minute when he's distracting me. We have people that were fighting galamsey. They came. We have people that came. We all saw this. Almost say no to galamsey. Julobi. They went to Julobi's house. You this protest. I forgot their name.
They arrested them.
They arrested them. They went through hell because they didn't want them to. And Domo Kano Galamsey no na in Koso Wesley. Ne Koso ne
enye.
And American ewi. But these people were arrested.
So we need to.
You see.
We need to.
So you did worse things.
Those people.
You
I
did.
don't know why.
Now call you me. I went there when she was arrested. I went to where she was kept. You arrested her. Because of your own personal whatever games that you also want to play. So we have a lot of people that were intimidated. Radio Good. Yeah, can't want to meet even. No. Radio Good. I want to meet even. The person out now host. That's now so on one life air. Abrekwa families are crying. People's life, oh, we've lost these leaders. And you can see a journalist sitting on air. And the things that he said, me, I cannot say it. Me, I cannot say it. And you want us.
Did you listen to that?
He didn't listen. Oh, if he had listened to it, he would not even make this comment here. And he was even saying "Won't to me radio." It's "Won't to me TV." I'm telling you. So he was making this kind of this thing news with the TV station. Yeah. You see, and these are some of the things that are alarming. And you have your ethnics.
Have 2 minutes left.
Oh, why not? Why do I have 2 minutes? We
gave him a lot for 8 minutes. The time is
so you see. We have
the time is really
your journalists, you know. You people have your own kind of conduct. You have your ethnics, the way you people you go about things, and you have the host himself seeing a lot of things. Whilst people are crying, people's family, you see. So you don't expect the government to also sit down and say you are going according. You are not going according to your rules and regulations. You want us to just leave it like that. We've suspended it. If you don't understand, go to court. And the issue about people being intimidated in this country, you know, from their time, is nothing to talk about. But what we are doing, people that came out to say that the president, they know the reason why the chopper went down. And they made the clear statement, you yourself, you will not sit down and say it. So even your party people has come to condemn it. Why are you here ranting and playing tricks on us? You see? So this thing, we don't have to condone it. It's not something that we have to talk about it. It's bad. You see? So he has to set a precedence that anybody that you come out, when you want to talk, say what you want, but don't come and say things that are in the. You can make you can wait much democracy. You wait much but doesn't mean that you are going to say criminal things for us to let you go. Okay. And we've told you, we've made it clear that this government, we are ready to serve the country. Okay. We are ready to make Ghanaians know that we are ready to serve them. You are talking about we arresting people. People have spent money in this country. They've stole the purse of Ghana. They've chopped they spend the money. Hey. They've taken the money and quash it and do it. You just want us to know. That is why we are arresting them, to come and give us explanations.
Yes, there hasn't been any
prosecution. No, but that is why there's investigations going on. You have to make sure.
For how long?
For how long? So you want us to just wake up and just
Ora 7 months. Nah.
Oh, but you've seen that they've taken this man. You've taken some to court. So what are you talking about? So the issue is we are ready to serve the country. Okay. So everybody should know that we, the NDC, we are ready for business and we are here for Ghanaians. So about the noise that people are making, the NTU, the issue is nobody should come and say things that also you can make your mind, you can say everything, you can also bring out whatever you think. Whatever you think the government is not doing right, you can speak about it. But don't say certain things that will incriminate you. We will even take you yourself to police station. Oh God.
Now you are threatening Bismarck.
No,
Bismarck can
when they were making that kind of statement, you know that after the arrest, the lady came back again. The Akosa Jollof or whoever. She came out again to come and speak. And said they were kind of crying more. No, because there's a government that are lenient. They should talk, and we are also ready. And the security service will also make sure that they'll get them on board. Okay, that is fine now, and that is not a threat. It's something that we will do it.
Okay. Thank you. Our last topic for discussion. Have you read about the red gold policy?
Yeah.
You've read about it. Yeah. Bismarck, have you read about it? The red gold policy.
Yes.
You have.
Yeah,
I never knew that we import up to about $2 billion of palm oil.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm to say actually.
I did go besa Ghana.
Oh, that I'm going to go there. Oh, so a king so pamuya can go home. So Sammy and go. What I say. So it's not about and in our manifesto, 50 page 50 to 51 manifesto.
Now you are doing 5 minutes.
Okay.
You started at 9:46.
So after that, we will have get the opportunity to thank people or something.
Let's see if the Holy Spirit talks to me.
Hey, so as I was saying, in our own manifesto, the reset manifesto that we have before we came to power, page 50 to 51, we have it on there. Say it was a promise.
Okay.
That when we've been given the power, when we come, we'll make sure that another ministry for food and trade, the Ministry for Food and Agriculture, department will make sure we'll make provisions for palm oil, so that we want to close the gap between the importing of palm oil. Yeah. So here comes that we are in power now, and we know we are a listening government, and we are a government that when we talk, we do it. So under the Ministry for Food and Agriculture, they've launched it. They've launched the gold, the red gold for all palm oil initiative, and I think.
But what is it really about?
It is about public and private partnership.
Okay.
And they've put in across 10,000 acres, which they want to use it for the plantation for the palm oil, the palm process, and also when they are done, they cultivate it and make sure that they process it and import them, and we also we can also use some in this country. And they want this initiative to close the gap between the imports and we our domestic ones, and also make sure that we raise the business side. But we have cocoa. So we want to raise the palm oil as well, because Cote d'Ivoire, as I read, Cote d'Ivoire is also doing researching about it. I saw that Cote d'Ivoire is also doing it. So why not? We can also do it. Some countries are doing it. So then we have Burkina Faso that are also doing a lot of products. You see, but they are using it within. So since we are pushing a lot of products outside to get a lot of to help our currency, because if we do more imports and we sell in dollars, I'm sure that we can also help sustain our currency. As we can see, it's still working. We are still enjoying as of now. So they launch it, and I think they want to use 1.5 billion to start the initiative and see how it goes, so that we can close these gaps. And don't forget that finance minister also promised that he's setting a target of 50,000 million. He's setting a 50,000, something like that. He put across that he set a target of that, so that we can bridge the gap between this, and also make sure that we get money for that. So these are some of the things that the 1.5 million oil palm seedling will be given to the farmers. Incentive for cultivation will be also given to the farmers. And yes, and also encourage the farmers to do palm oil, to work, like we will go on board to encourage them. So at the end of the day, if we get all these people, if you get people harvesting, so at the end of the day, you see that the public is investing into the public sector. So you see that it can give us avenue for people to get employment. Don't forget, this government is really timing or really pinching that will get a lot of people employed. That's why I say Kakrabi Krana, at least you are doing something. So we want to establish this in a lot of places that we have this kind of galamsey and a whole lot of things going on. At least when we have this kind of initiative, that some of the youth are being employed, it will lessen. It will also decrease the rate of this kind of galamsey and red, we smokers, drugs. Like if the impact of getting employment, it will reduce a lot. You see, it will reduce a lot, and also make sure that parents to take care of their children. So in the case, if a country business is high or there's a development, you should look at the country will be.
Your time is up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bismarck.
Okay, Mr. Murray. I mean, sometimes when you ask me questions like this about NDC, I feel like laughing. Oh yeah, I don't know what they are trying to achieve. Now, what I know is that if a country is producing certain products locally, it helps a lot. Especially when you are able to export more to get income. It helps a lot. Okay, but the NDC we have known, come on, they should be serious. Every country has its own priorities. NDC, before the people of Ghana voted for them, came out to tell the entire country that when they come, they are going to create jobs for people. And we believed in their ideas, we voted for them. They came and they are doing something different. Now,
what are they doing now?
Their priorities, okay, one, you promised the people of Ghana 24-hour economy, where you said the moment you come to power, you are going to create different jobs for people. One job like this, one person will come in the morning, someone will come in the afternoon, somebody will come in the evening, and even at night, throughout the night. Okay, today we are not seeing anything like that. So they just tackle this, they leave it. They go here, they leave it. Like, we don't know what they are trying to achieve. We don't know what actually they are trying to achieve as government. We don't know what is wrong with them.
They are just doing it. Peace.
They go here like, we land today, we land. We were in Ghana, okay, when we voted for John Dramani Mahama. He launched Hope City project. If you remember, $10 billion project. Up to now, where is it? They like to launch. At the end of the day, we won't see anything. Okay, we were in Ghana here. She's talking about giving incentives to people who will be engaged in that. We were in Ghana here when they promised that when they come, they are going to give incentives to teachers who are teaching in villages. Because a lot of time when you post people to those areas, they don't want to go. Okay, they are going to give incentives to them, building
bungalows
for them. Up to now, we've not achieved that.
That one,
no, I'm coming. Not just 7 months old. It was in their manifesto when John Mahama came to treat the people of Ghana bad, and he left. The time, listen to me. He came for the first time.
He's out of.
He came for the first time to mismanage our country, and Ghanaians sacked him.
Out of news.
No, I'm coming. He came for the first time, mismanaged our country, and we sacked him. It was in his manifesto that they are going to give incentives to people. Okay. Yeah. What did we see? Nothing. Today they've introduced it in their manifesto again. We will end up not seeing anything. So they should be serious as people. The things that they promise to do for the people, they have to do it.
So
they should be focused.
Red gold thing, but Nana just stated that it was part of their campaign.
No, you see, I am telling you, this is not the first time seeing things like this in their manifesto. I always say,
so your worry is not about they
won't do anything.
They won't do anything.
If you're a government, okay, anytime you are given the opportunity to lead people, one, you must embark on your priorities as a country. Two, you must always focus on the challenges that the country is facing the most.
Okay.
When we voted for Nanado, when he came early September, he introduced free SHS because that was his priority. Okay. When he came, he was much focused on things that we needed as a country. Now we have voted for you. Instead of you to create the jobs that you are talking about, you are going to say we want a palm oil for what? Gobe. We have to be serious. We really have to be serious. Like the NDC, I don't know. They need to sit up.
But Bismarck,
they have the ideas to throw lies.
Bismarck, if we are importing $2 billion of palm oil, don't you think government taking an initiative which is rather going to make us produce it on our own? That is rather like.
Can you keep quiet? I have said to you, it is good when we are producing something locally. Okay, it is going to help a lot.
But the problem is the NDC. They are not going to.
They won't do, and they can't even do. They always have ideas when it comes to lying about people. Do you know something? Let me use this for example.
Your time is up.
Honorable Okudzeto. No, I'm coming. Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. When he was in opposition, government of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made an attempt to purchase a new jet for our country. I'm coming. Just 30 seconds. A new jet for our country.
No.
Do you know what he said? He came out with a lot of documents saying that that jet is going to expire in 2030.
He started at 9:52.
You get that jet is going to
9:57.
That jet is going to expire in 2030. Recently, when the incident happened, they asked him again, "Do you think we need it?" He said, "Oh, I leave that to the investigation board." You see, now instead of you to be bold enough and tell them, instead of you to be bold enough to tell them that I still stand on the issue that it is going to expire or be weak in 2030, he couldn't. So they are known of lying to people just to get the opportunity to come to power. When they come, that's all. They think everything is okay. Let's begin to loot the people of Ghana.
Please.
Let's begin to do the things that is not right.
Omari, listen.
So NDC must be serious. They must be serious.
You shouldn't say that.
They need to be serious. Your time is up, please. You have not been given the time.
Omari, listen. You shouldn't say that.
Can you please calm
down?
You've not been given the opportunity. Why are you talking?
If you are rebutting, you are using that 1 minute.
So why would you let me rebuttal with what you said?
No, you've not been given the time.
He didn't rebut anything you said. He only went on to make it.
I was just keeping quiet.
He was mourning, so that was okay.
Look at what she's saying. Look at what she's saying.
At that moment.
Look at what she's saying.
Oh no, the person was mourning. You don't expect that. Okay, so let me go to my.
Now, then you should have told them that. Oh,
no.
At this condition, I can't.
No, it doesn't make sense. Please.
Why does it not make sense?
But don't go there. Don't go there. It wasn't in this right frame of mind that moment.
Honestly, there are times.
What are you saying?
I'm a journalist. I mean, and I'm not saying this to shame any colleague of mine, but there are times and places for
certain things.
Questions to be.
And these are people that are close to him.
Not at this time that you ask these questions. If you find him on a platform, engage him about this whole incident, then you put it to him. And this year, that year, this, and that.
If you walk out, you say he's rude. Can't you see the way he was even answering the question?
Do you know something?
Don't justify this.
Can you please keep quiet for me to talk?
I will not keep quiet.
Keep talking. Bismarck, you yourself, your time is up. So
no problem. I have seen a video where Honorable Kennedy Japan, he was asked a certain question in Parliament. He told them that, "Oh, I am busy. I cannot answer you now." I have seen videos of a minority leader. They ask a lot of questions. He said, "Oh, at this time, I cannot do this." So if you think you are not ready to answer them, just keep quiet. But for you to come out and explain a whole lot, telling them that, oh, this particular one, let us leave it for the investigation, then that means you are ready.
You cannot stand on that
No,
to say that.
if you are not ready, just tell them I am not ready.
Omari,
But the moment you make an attempt to answer them, that means you are willing.
He was speaking about the dead before.
About what dead?
Omari, he was speaking about the dead.
We thank
Oh, let me just say my.
Oh, your time is up.
I want to say something. It's very important.
You can call them and thank them.
No.
10 seconds.
Then I'll do the same.
We are known best to do our things and them. Then the promises no man. So let me say what I want to say.
Thanking
My
people.
issue
See what she's doing.
I want to say Afi anybody now to all guns. Afi bene ni nyumwe han wo hiwale. Bena fe ni problems fen wo fen wo shiamie. Afi bene ni wo ba afi kon baba ni na wo ekomi fe mo afi wo no ni hiwale afi wo no. And I want to say a big thank you to the IGP, the regional minister, the Accra mayor, because you see these people are a bit, let me say they have guns, they are guns. So I will not say the IGP has that trait within him. So they understand when this our season reach, the incidents that goes on, the issues that goes on within our communities, the fights, the police stations, the whatever if that happens. But me personally, I was involved with a lot of meetings this year. There's initiatives there's a command chain that has come on board that wherever there's issues, disputes, nobody should try, and they've made it clear. They've called all parties on board, including all MCs.
Okay.
And they've made this kind of meetings for us to sign bonds, not to fight. If you go ahead where there are red zones, nobody should celebrate it. Where there are not a bit red zones, but still rivals issues are there, you can celebrate your festival, but don't sprinkle, because the sprinkle in a day in some near the eba. So this in the directives now abano. I am so grateful to me who said this will be very peaceful. Obia wa obedi no bedi, but wa won't so like it will be very peaceful. It has never happened before. So I want to say thank you to them. I really appreciate their efforts, and I pray say the next year that we will not have issues among each other. We will be one and united. And the day best that we were having those days, the day best, the way the tradition goes on, bringing all those back. I pray that afini ba many work so fame of fortune no fear of fame when you're back to Beni crowd, because festival is for us to be one, to be united, and to know each other, and to also bring people into our communities. So I pray that next year everything will be fine. And thank you, and thank my viewers, thank my party leadership, thank my party leadership, my Vanessa, MPP, I've seen you. I greet everybody. I thank everybody.
Same time.
Thank you.
You don't have any time.
Okay.
Quiet.
So, Mr. Mari, let me begin by saying thank you to you for the opportunity you have given me to be on your show day in, day out, to build ourselves. And then so let me say thank you to the people of Memphis Central and to those in here. Since I started my political journey, I've had a lot of them always motivating, supporting with prayers and a whole lot, that keep going, everything will be fine. And by their prayers, I think God being so good, things are going well. Especially somebody like Pages that I know, my own brother Joseph Adade, and Destiny, Kendrick, and a whole lot of people. I cannot mention their names, Omar Sterling and co. So I am grateful for their support, and I want to also assure them that if God is able to give us the opportunity to live long and take us where we want to be, we are willing and fully prepared to serve them and serve them well, do the things that they need. So I am always grateful for their support. Thank you.
Thank you there as well, Bismarck. And thank you, Asan. So we thank you also, our beautiful audience for listening and watching us, making time with us throughout the show this morning. This is where we wrap it up. But we will come your way same time tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Ghana Talks Radio, number one. Ghana Talks Radio, number